What is going on, everybody? How are we doing on this fine Thursday evening? My name is Eric, and welcome to Q2C VR Gamer Live. We're a weekly VR talk show that airs live every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We go live to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Kick. Todd, why did we go to Kick? Give me one good reason why we go to Kick. Just one.
I think just to keep the power on at Kick.
Just one, because there's not even one person there. So I don't even know why we have one person to be a Kick. But
I don't think we've ever had anyone show up on Kick.
The owners of Kick don't even go to Kick.
No.
But if you cannot catch us live, you can always catch us afterwards on your favorite podcast platform. But before we go any further, let me say hello to my partner from the great Canadian Northwest. He's the king of the turkey trot and the prince of poutine. He's finally made it to the 50-50 club, and he's officially older than dirt. So let's say hello to a belated birthday man, Todd Jackson.
Hi diddly ho diddly.
Happy birthday, you old.
Thank you very much. I know I'm old. My daughter calls me an antique now. What the hell?
You're what? Well, you've been vintage for a long time, bro.
Yeah.
Antique is that's a tough one when your daughter calls you antique.
That's a tough one to swallow when she does that. Yeah. I think she knows that, which is why she likes to push dad's buttons.
We've known each other for quite a while now.
Yeah, 5 or 6
always
years.
Forget that our birthdays are extremely close together.
So like 3 days apart.
Yeah, my birthday is November 20th.
I'm on the 24th.
You're the 24th. Elliot Tate is the 23rd.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I did know that. Yeah.
Like,
what are the odds of that?
Seriously. I mean, and for some reason, I don't know why, but I always forget that our birthdays are literally 4 days apart.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is, it could be because I'm trying to forget my birthday.
That's exactly what happens on my side. Yeah. I'm trying to forget it.
But happy birthday, man. So can we say how old you are? Is that okay? Is it because I know that women don't like to talk about their age, right? But men are a little bit different. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't care. I think everybody knows that I'm old. So the fact that I just got older is not a really big surprise to anybody.
Yeah. I mean, come on. I don't know, Todd. I feel like I'm 30 years old, bro. Like literally, I don't know. VR makes me feel like a young man.
You're kind of looking like you're 30 years old. I'm not gonna lie. Like
really,
you lost a ton of weight. I'm gonna publicly tell you right now. I hated the no beard.
Really?
I was dead against it. I didn't like it at all. But it's kind of grown on me.
That's so funny you say this. Literally, my wife and daughter absolutely hated the no beard. They absolutely hated it. And I actually really liked it. And I don't even know why. So I persisted and got to it. And now my daughter, and I think my wife, I don't know, my wife, maybe she still hates it, but my daughter definitely likes the no beard now.
She likes it.
Yeah.
Charlie would slip so fast. Wow.
Yeah. Same as you. Like they kind of like the no beard now. But yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, I've had that goatee for so long, right? Like it was part of me. Yeah, it's gone now, which is like, I mean, every time you mistakenly shave your beard, everybody freaks out too.
Oh, my daughter goes nuts. Like she hates it. I can't imagine if I shaved. I haven't shaved my face since I was in the military. Like I was in my 20s.
I want to say the same thing. Like
I remember when I saw my upper lip.
I think I've had facial hair since I've met my wife. You know what I mean? And we've been married for 23 years. So I mean,
it's crazy.
Yeah. So like I can't remember a time where I didn't have facial hair, at least maybe I shaved it for like a week and then just started to grow it back or something like that. But I mean, literally where I didn't have facial hair. And now like I look at pictures of myself, I look at that roll from this opening, man. And I look at myself, I'm like, man, I hate that beard. It really made me look old.
It did. And I'm wondering if it's doing the same to me.
You should shave it. Let's just do it together. You shave. Here's what we should do right now. You should go shave right now on air.
Oh my God.
Come on, do it. Go get
I just grew it out. No, I'm not.
Know. Come on, do it.
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
I need to start getting you to drink on the show like we did when I had Miles in here, and maybe I can get you to shave your beard.
Maybe that would work.
Oh man, I am so happy to be back, Todd. Like this is like a tradition for us. Like we're a Thursday night show, and I believe ever since we've started this show, I think we're 4 years now. Are we 4 years? Episode 147.
147 episodes, and we
Yeah,
have
we've
missed a
missed.
couple here
We've
and there.
missed. Yeah, no, we've missed quite a bit now in the last
Now,
couple of years, but 147 episodes, but I think we started in 4 years ago, I wanna say. I think that, when we originally started this.
yeah, I think so. Like 2019, I think we did some in Facebook. But I think 2020, maybe early 2021, maybe we started the YouTube channel.
I think so. Yeah. I think if we look back, we did like a video at one point, like a compilation video, like for our, I think like our 100th episode or something like that, and we put together like a whole bunch of openings and like my intros to you, and like I think we went back all the way to the beginning, and I think it's been 4 years, Todd.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't even know where I was going. I've lost my train of thought. Why was I going to this now? Other than to say we've been doing this for a long time, man.
I just have to say that Archie Robbie just showed up on Kick.
What? Seriously, what?
I probably know why no one finds you over on Kick. You're on the Ghost of Tabor category? Well, maybe that's why.
Way more
I didn't even know they had categories over there.
Look, if we can't be under a Ghost of Tabor category and still get people, we ain't gonna get anybody under if we're just under a Q2C category.
That's true. That's
true. Archie, thank you for being there, but I'm not sure if that's gonna. I'm not sure that's gonna help us.
Awesome that he jumped over there to see. I don't even remember our login for that.
So yeah, I literally, I can't remember where I was going with that we've been doing this for so long, but like, I don't even know. Oh, Thanksgiving. Thank you. Tradition. Thanksgiving episode, right? So
right.
We've been doing this for 4 years. We have done a show on every Thanksgiving at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And I always say the same thing. We do this because guess what? Thanksgiving here is just a U.S. holiday, and there's a lot of people that don't celebrate American Thanksgiving. You're from Canada. You don't celebrate Thanksgiving. You work today. This was a normal day for you. This was Thursday for you.
This was just Thursday. Yeah. We have Thanksgiving, but it's in October.
Right.
I've already eaten my turkey. Yeah.
And everybody everybody else around the world, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving, not on this day anyway. So, there's no reason for us not to do a show. And, I say this, I like to say the same thing. And I said the same, I put the same, this in the description of the show. By 9 p.m. on Eastern time, it's still what? 5 p.m. or 6 p.m.
6 p.m. West Coast. Yeah.
Yeah. But at that time of day on Thanksgiving, turkey's done. You're full. You're uncomfortable.
You've had enough of your uncles and aunts.
Exactly. The football games suck. The football games are shit at this point. You probably lost all your parlays, and you're trying to get away from your crazy ass family that have been driving you nuts all freaking day. You go to your bedroom. You go to your other living room. You go outside. You grab your pad, your laptop, your phone, and you put on Q2C VR Gamer, and you hang out with Eric and Todd.
You grab your Quest 3 headset because now you can use watch parties on YouTube.
Like it.
And I would love it if someone out there was doing that right now. That would be so cool. I need a screenshot. I need a screenshot of somebody watching us inside of a headset. That'd be so cool.
With a big old piece, like a big old turkey leg, eating the turkey.
Yeah,
leg.
We haven't done that in a long time where we've streamed in VR. We used to stream inside VR all the time. Like every week we were in VR, but I haven't done that in a while.
Well, damn, man. I love being here. Thank you for everybody else for being here. Hey, we just had a Rice the King sighting. Rice, what's going on, man? I have missed Reese, man. I haven't seen Reese in a while. I've been seeing him at a lot of events this past year, but it's been
this year's been great. Yeah.
A little bit of time since he said, missing you guys. Will you be at CES? Reese, we both will be at CES.
Yeah, I booked the Airbnb. We're going.
Yeah, we're going. Like I was not going to be going. Todd was going to go. Steve was going to go. Alex was going to go. I was not going to go. I was going to go on vacation with my family. That kind of changed plans and fell through like maybe less than 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I literally was like, you know what? Well, if we're not going on vacation, I'm going to CES to be with my people. And that's what I'm going to do. And I literally got my press pass the day that we canceled the vacation. I got my press pass in like 5 minutes, which was awesome. CES rocks for getting press passes, by the way.
Yeah, they do.
One of the easiest processes in the world. And bam, I called Todd. I'm like, you going? He's like, yeah. I messaged Skiva. I'm like, I'm going. He was like, hell yeah. And guess what, Todd? We're moving into, very quickly. It was going to be a between realities CES after party, XR after party. And we glommed right out of that shit. Now it's going to be a between realities Q2C VR Gamer after party. XR.
Damn right. I know that Skiva and Alex are probably doing the bulk of the work, but we're going to be there. It's going to be so much more fun because we're there.
I have no responsibilities here whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
Well, here's the deal too. Like, it's been an Impact Reality Flat VR Studios party for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, with a little help from Q2C, with a little help from Between Realities as well. But like, me and Skiva basically ran that shit, man, the last 2 years, and it was a ton of work. And
It
I
is
was
so
like,
much
I
work,
was
man.
happy that was the one thing I was happy that about when I wasn't going to go this year, was like, damn, I don't have to mess around with that party, because it's a ton of work, man. And even during the event last year, I was messing around with money, trying to pay bar bills, trying to pay for the place.
Yeah.
Because I was handling all the money, and I'm like, screw this, man. So when I decided I was going, and I got in a meeting with you and Skiva and Alex, and we started talking like how we're going to do this, I just said to him, I just so you guys know, I have no responsibilities here whatsoever. I'll help out before anything I can, but I am going to do nothing there but drink my ass off, play video games, and hug.
Yeah, it's awesome. Let's tell the viewers, for those of you in chat that may not know about our party, which is a little weird because it's been going on for a couple of years now, and we make, like commercial videos and stuff of the party. It's quite epic. Yeah. It's held inside of an arcade that we rent out.
Oh,
it's like an arcade bar. So none of the machines never take money. You just can walk up to any of the 100 or more arcades in this building and just play with your friends. And it's private party, only invite only, all VR people, XR people. So much fun.
There's a lot of people here that don't know what it is, Todd. Can you go get the video?
Oh, I can.
Go get the video. Go get Tribe and Jordy's video.
How are we gonna find that?
CES party. It might be on the Impact Reality YouTube page, or see if check there.
Yeah, I'll check there.
Or you might have it somewhere too.
I think I have it.
Player One Arcade Bar says Assassin 32. While you do that, Todd, and go find that kick-ass video because it was epic. We will say that yes, we will be there if you're going to find yourself in CES in Las Vegas this year on the what day is it, Todd? It's like the 5th or something like that, 5th or 6th.
5th or 6th, I think the 6th.
If you find yourself in Vegas for either CES or just to come and hang out, XR after party, come and hang with us. It'll be a blast. It'll be a really good time. Let's jump up to the top here and say hello to chat. Not sure Brondo is here, excited for Impact and Flat to VR and what the future brings. Yeah, I can't even get to that right now. We'll get into it a little bit in the opening because we launched Trombone Champ Unflattened this week, and I'll give you my thoughts and feelings about that quickly. I know we've talked about it a lot, and I don't want to go into it too much, but man, I have emotions, I have feelings, I have so many things going on. I have to hit it.
It's been a crazy week. Definitely gotta talk about it.
We'll hit it a little bit. Techno Glytch is here. Mr. Tasselhoff is here. What's up, man? Brandon VR. Not sure. I already said not sure. Brondo. Todd says, what's up, party people? Gabriel 004 is here. Haruku is here. What's up, man? How you doing, Haruku? Creeper Betty stops in, says, Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Betty. How are you? Ninja Raccoon 88. That's a kick-ass name because who doesn't want to hang out with a ninja raccoon?
Right.
Architect Robbie is here. Blank is here. Salvador is here. Michelle B says, Happy Turkey Day. Happy Turkey Day, Michelle B. Let's see. We got XS. I can't even say this name. McDragon. I don't know what the hell that name. McDragon.
I'm looking.
I freaking don't know. Anybody want to help me out with that name? McDragonz. I have no idea. I'm gonna skip that one.
That's McDragon.
He's nuts.
Dragon's Den. Dragon's Den. McDragon's Den.
McDragon's Den. Okay, yeah. I'm there. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I was going to give it some name. Like, remember Nick Thompson? Nick Thompson's name backwards was No Spam in the Kitchen. I was going to give it some name like that, but I'll take it. Good job.
And if it's not McDragon's Den, it is now. So
yeah, Arlen Kundert is here, and Todd, the triumphant return of Orlin Hooper.
I don't have that button.
What?
So I got new equipment. I haven't got the button.
What do you mean you don't have the button?
I don't have the button. I haven't figured out how to program these buttons yet.
Hold on. Orlin Hooper makes his triumphant return to the
Orlin
show.
Hooper's jacked, yo.
And you don't have the Orlin Hooper button?
I was kind of hoping, Orlin, you didn't show up today.
Oh, hang on.
If Tribe shows up, I'm in trouble.
Hang on. You going to record it?
No, I don't know how. I don't know how.
Orlin, I'll give you an original anyway.
There you go.
Ready? Orlin Hooper's jack, yo.
Tasselhoff, clip that and send it to me.
It's just for you, Orlin. Just for you, bro. Because Orland Hooper is Jack. It's good to see you back, man. It's been a while. It's been a minute since you've been here. I like seeing you back in here, man. So how are you doing? I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Jesu Valega is here. It says, hey, what's up? Let's see. Awesome Tatum is here, and he is awesome. Well, where are we at here? Oh, Fourth Wall Breaker is here. Crack Baby is here.
Okay. We got a bunch of lab rats that showed up tonight. So.
I love the lab rats, man. Kubo92 is here. We said Reese the King is here. Mickey Barrios is here. What's up, Mickey? How are you doing, man? We have some Restream bots. That was the Restream bot over in Kick for Robbie. Yep. It's lonely over there. I guarantee that Robbie is lonely. Assassin32 is here. Says he's going to Kick next time, Todd. Nice. Air Force One is here. What's up? How are you doing? Where are we at? I think we're getting close. Chatty is here. We haven't seen Chatty in a while either. Chatty says, I am still not used to Eric's looks. He looks like a stranger there. I know. I'm getting there. Hopefully soon enough it'll feel normal. Todd, I went with the glasses too now. We'll talk a little bit about the Ray-Bans, but so I normally don't wear glasses. Okay, I've been very lucky my entire life to have 20/20 vision. I no longer, at my age, have exactly 20/20 vision anymore, and I'm to the point now where I do need a little bit of help. I don't need prescription per se, but I do need what we would call
like
when
cheaters.
You get to our age, you call them cheaters.
Yeah,
you need cheaters. All right, little magnifiers in the bottom just to give you small things. Every once in a while, if I'm tired or something like that, I have a difficulty reading like small print on my phone or something like that, something really close. So I've kind of moved to the glasses now, Todd, and I gotta say, I've never worn glasses in my life. I'm loving these Ray-Ban Metas, dude. No, I've never had to wear glasses in my life. But I've got.
I didn't know that. I thought you wore them when you were younger.
No, I've never had them. So it's been different for me. But again, I feel comfortable with them. I like the Ray-Ban Metas for what they can do for me. Besides just being glasses that kind of get the prescription, they're transition lenses. So when I go outside, Florida, you need freaking sunglasses every time you step out the door in Florida. So having them on your face already, and they turn a transition into sunglasses is great. I love them for, I don't have to wear my AirPods anymore, ever, because the audio that's built into the Meta Ray-Ban is amazing. So if I'm talking on the phone, or if I'm, listening to music or listening to a podcast or doing whatever, I can just have my Ray-Ban Metas on. I don't have to do anything else. And then all the Meta AI stuff that's in there, I absolutely love them. We'll talk a little bit more about the Meta Ray-Bans and some news that we have from me and Todd, and what that's going to mean for us going forward with Meta and Ray-Bans. But I think this is my new look now, Todd.
I like the look. I'm a huge fan of these glasses myself. And I'm old, obviously. I've worn glasses my whole life. So I have the cheaters, but they're only like from like here, there is cheater. And then there's another prescription there. And then there's another prescription there. These are you can get anything you want with these glasses. I got trifocal transition lenses.
Oh, cool.
Awesome. Yeah, they're awesome.
Nice. Haruko says peer pressuring to shave is not cool, Eric. I know. Sorry. I didn't mean to do it, Haruko. Shave your beard, Haruko. Not Bruno says don't stop at the beard. Where do you want me to go now?
You want me to shave? What the hell?
I'm not sure if I'm that much Metro. Okay, to go where you're thinking about going. Too funny. Let's see who else we got. Rudy is here. Beyond Sandbox is here. Awesome. Hey Eric, great job with Trombone Champ. It's everywhere. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That means a lot. Everybody's support here means a ton with Trombone Champ. It's been really crazy. Let's see, Ninja Raccoon, bit late for the UK, so have a good night, y'all. I've fallen asleep. Hey, no, thank you for being here, Ninja Raccoon. We appreciate you. Air Force One at the end here says much love. Thank you. Same back. Member for 9 months. 9 months supporter of Q2C, Todd. Todd, I saw you gifted 10 Q2C memberships when you were here last week. With me
I did, yeah. I popped into chat. You did a kind of like a special little episode, Miles, and didn't invite me, so I thought I would.
Well, to be fair, it was supposed to be on a day that you weren't going to be available, and
that's true.
I had already invited Miles, so I couldn't.
I know, I was just bugging you, but yeah, I jumped into chat and dropped some memberships for people. What the hell?
Yeah, 100%. All right, Todd, do you have that video by any chance?
I do.
Cool. Let's do it. So we'll finish up the talk about CES, and if anybody out there, anybody watching right now or watching later on, again, if you're going to be at CES, you have to be at this event. Like, it's probably the premier event. Like, if you're going to go to, there are people that go to Vegas during CES that don't even give a shit about CES. They don't go to CES. They only go there for the XR event that's put on by us. So, this was started by Alex and Skiva, I think 4 years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago. They started it originally. I met Skiva for the first time ever, and Alex, in person
at the party.
I met him at CES, but that was the first time that we hung out at a party. We met like during the show and everything. We were like walking the floor.
And the party was small. Like, we used to do it in just a little bar that had a arcade in the back corner kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, we always did it at the Player One bar, but we only had a small corner. Like, now, last year we took the whole bar over. We closed the bar last year.
Yep.
You couldn't even get in if you weren't part of our party last year. And it won't be that this year. It won't be that level of last year we had it was Combat Waffle Studios and Ghost of the Born Scott, and then Impact Reality and Flat to VR Studios co-sponsored event last year. And
it could be that we're getting sponsorships and stuff currently.
So. We are, yeah. We'll see some more. We'll definitely see some sponsorships this year for this party. It's going to be a great party. It's going to be big. We will have sponsorships, but mainly it's going to be between Realities and Q2C. But it's an epic event, Todd. And this was a video from not last year and not the year before. It's 3 years ago.
I think it's dated, so.
It's either 2 or 3 years ago. And this was shot by the Grey Wolves, by the way. They were at the party, and they, Tribe and Jordy, shot this amazing trailer, and they cut it and edited it and put it to music. And it's pretty fucking epic.
Let's have a look. I just love watching that video.
dude. I mean,
that was so much fun.
That freaking video, like, it chokes me up every time I see it, man. It was such an amazing party. I don't know if we'd ever be able to live up to the like that. Just you can't like one of those parties that's like that. You can't repeat it. Like you can't like we did it again the next year, and it was an amazing party, but it wasn't that like that. There's never that like that one time.
But that one time, like that was the first time Thrill Seeker was at one of our events, or the first time that who are those other podcast guys?
Oh, it was from Coffee and VR. It was Tyler and Sean from Rendered Reality.
Rendered Reality, yeah, they were there, and all these developers were there, and I don't know, there's so many firsts.
Palmer Lucky showed up.
Palmer Lucky came
to our party, like out of the blue. We just invited him, like maybe he'll show up. He was the first one at the party.
Yeah, this is just awesome. Definitely something that's hard to repeat for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was just such a good time. It was so much fun, such great people. Just like and so many people that like are champions of the industry that we absolutely love. It was so early on. We had literally Skiva and Jasmine and I had literally just started Impact Reality. Like literally just started it. Like we were just getting into it. We had just had a couple of clients at that point. We were fighting to survive, just keep going. It was our first time in business together, trying to figure each other out. And, we were friends, but the first time you're ever working together. Skiva was still full-time, with another job. Jasmine and I were both part-time with another job. I didn't go full-time with Impact until that spring. So this was in January. So like, it was just a crazy time. It was so early for us. We were just kind of like trying to push things together, and man, to see that now, and yeah, that was epic. Damn, I love that. I love that video.
I'm so glad we got that video.
And Grey Wolf did such a good job on that freaking video, man.
That looks so good.
But anyway, so yeah, thank you guys for coming in tonight. If you can make it into CES this year, come hang out with us. You won't see probably that epicness ever again, but hey, we'll make our own epic fun and party and good time.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Todd, let's do some housekeeping. It's been a little bit while since me and you have been together. And let's do a little housekeeping because there's a lot of cool shit that's been going on right now. And one of the first things we'll talk about and go through, and we'll get it out of the way early because I don't want to spend a ton of time on it because I feel like I've talked about it so much. And we actually thought about maybe having like the Flat to VR crew on here maybe and bring a couple of the developers in, but I mean, literally, number one, it's Thanksgiving. I don't want to drag anybody over here, but literally, I just feel like I don't want to like overdo it here, right? Like, we talk about Trombone Champ all the time. We talk about Flat VR Studios all the time. I just will say this, like, to be part of your, we've launched 70 plus games at Impact Reality, but they've always been somebody else's game. And they are special when you help somebody else launch a video game, especially when it's successful. You get a feeling of pride in what you do to help them survive or help them, do well and survive and be and have, success. But when you do it for yourself and you're doing it for, the company that you own or the company that you directly work for, it's just different. It has a different feeling to it. And then, and I'll let you kind of talk too, because this is something that's different for you. You're now full time with Impact Reality. You have just not too long ago given up your full time job and come with us full time. But I'll just say for me, starting this company and then being an avid gamer all my life and growing up, playing video games and loving video games and having it be a huge part of my life, and then making your own VR game. Making your own video game, seeing it put out on Sony, on Steam, on Meta, seeing people enjoy it, having making it pay off. Like I've come on here for 4 years now, and I've kind of ranted and raved about what developers are doing wrong, or how they're not doing things right, or when they don't do things well. And I get on them, and fairly and rightly so sometimes, because there's a lot of developers out there that make mistakes. But the worst thing in the world, Todd, is if we had botched this thing, holy shit, it would have been bad.
My God, it was we've had so many people DMing us and leaving comments on our YouTube videos about how terrible Trombone Champ's going to do, and the company's going to go bankrupt and all this crap. And to see it do so well on launch day was just like, you know what? That guy can kiss my ass.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
it's been fantastic.
It's just a special thing, man. Like the game is so well done. Like it's just, we did number one, thank you to Holy Wow Studios for making a great flat game. All right. Because we don't make games from the ground up. Right. So we don't create new games. It's not what we do. Holy Wow Studios made a great game that was on Steam, flat screen, and Nintendo Switch that was super popular, that people loved, that already had great music, it already had a great idea, it already had a great hook, and then we just made it in VR, and then we made it really, really good in VR. We made it feel natural to the point, Todd, I think this is the better version now. I believe
we put this game through Impact Labs as well, just so that we could get a baseline of if any bugs, and we did so much bug testing and stuff over the last 6 months. To see some of the reviews and the comments and stuff, like, I'm following this game so much because it's been such a big part of my day to day. I've noticed some comments, especially on Steam, people commenting on other people that have reviewed, saying there's no other way to play this game. I'm so glad they made this game. Like, I don't think people understand that it was a flat game to begin with. There's a lot of comments where like, this is the only way you could play this. There's no way this could be played on a PC. And we're like, well, that's how it started.
Yeah.
But it just feels so natural, like the conversion of your mindset to play the side-scrolling flat game to now being, standing in the auditorium is just, it's a testament to what can be done with VR. If you are a flat developer with these types of games, you just need to find the right people who can reimagine them, not port them, because we've seen tons of ports and they don't work. And Hitman is a perfect example.
Yeah.
And they just don't work. But when you just reimagine the same game, the same title, the same story, the same stuff, but just reimagine it for VR, it's amazing what can be done if you get the right people.
And we do have the right people. And I'm going to take a minute and do something. I'm going to name all the developer team that have worked on Trombone Champ that have touched it in some way. So you guys know Impact Reality side. You know a lot of the people that are over there, and there's a ton of people. There's 25 plus people on that side to help market this thing. That where you've seen it everywhere, that whole marketing team, and I'll bring them up at another time, and I've talked about them a lot. But you've probably never heard these names of the people that have worked on Trombone Champ along the way, and I want to tell you who they are. And they're all amazing people that work with us at Flat to VR Studios. We have Adam, who is who came in as a title producer. We have two people that you have to thank for the PlayStation VR2 version of that, and that is Baggy Grant from Team Beef, who helped work on the PlayStation VR2 version of Trombone Champ, and Jashawn. Jashawn came in and he absolutely killed it and did a great job of making that one of the best platforms to play Trombone Champ on. Of course, you've got Rocky Parda. Rocky Parda is the lead dev on this. He came, he was the one who made the original mod.
Guy's a freaking genius.
He's a freaking genius, man, and he will be with us moving forward at Flat to VR on other projects. But this was his baby, and he led this whole thing. You had David. David's a young developer who came on with us very early on in Trombone Champ and has done an amazing job and has really stepped into his own and become one of our most talented and valued people that we have at Flat to VR Studios. Pink came in early on. She was part of the Beat Saber modding community. Pink came on and has become a huge part of what we do, is now full-time with Flat to VR Studios. We absolutely love having Pink with us. Let's see what else we have here on the project who has touched it in some way. Alex Gilling, who's been our QA tester along the whole entire way. Bobby VR, who helped make the cat trombone in the game. Bobby came in early on and worked on a ton of those stuff for us. Emily O'Neill, who is one of our creative leads and creative game designers at Flat VR Studios, and she is absolutely brilliant and one of the best that we have over there. We have Sergey, who is part of our art department and does an amazing job with VFX there. Vitaly, who is has been a part of that art department. Wonderbar, who has come in and made some of these amazing trailers and videos that you have seen there, as well as Miles Ogilvy over on the Impact side. You know, you've got some people that came in part-time along the way and worked on art. You know, you've got Neek and Tom, who is now our studio director, that actually came in as contractors to work from the outside on the art. But he, you know, he is now full-time with us. And Neek, who worked for that same company on the outside, he is now full-time with us, and he is, you know, he touched a big part of that. You have Tamara, who is part of the art department and worked on a big part of that. She's now with us full time. And then you have Alex, who worked on it part time on the art department and came over and is now working for us full time. And we found some amazing people. But that's just some of the people. Todd, there are mappers. There are all these amazing mappers who have come in with Flat to VR and helped us map out all of the music and make it feel right when you're playing it. There are so many amazing mappers. I can't even name them all by name, but like, there's just some Gloomhonk. Who else? Oh my God, there's so many of them. I can't even get into all of them because I'll miss somebody. I don't want to say it, but there's just so many great mappers who have helped us along the way. I hope I'm not missing anybody else, but I think that's a good part of it. Do you know anybody else I'm missing over there?
Not that I can recall. I don't know a ton of the team. All the ones I know, you've already mentioned. There's a ton of people. This doesn't just happen, right? These games take a lot of work.
They do. It's so hard, right? It's like, you know, and you know, again, you know, just Jashan and Baggy doing, you know, basically on their own doing the Steam version and the PlayStation VR2 port, which is absolutely killer. They just did an amazing job on it, and they were amazing. You know, I love that version of the game, Todd. The PlayStation VR2 version. So basically, this is how it works, guys, with PlayStation VR. Unless you have a PS5 dev kit, which are extremely hard to get and cost a ton of money, and they only give a couple out. Okay, so unless you have one of those, like when I'm talking, like they could cost like 25 grand for a PlayStation 5 dev kit.
Right.
They only give a couple of them away, like to a studio. Okay, and they go to the developers and the testers. Okay, so unless you have that, you can't test. So it's not like MetaQuest where you get like access to the back end and you can just play it. It's not like Steam where if you make a build, you can get access to the back end and you can just play it and test it. So I actually didn't touch the PlayStation version of this game until about 4 days before launch.
Oh wow.
And at that point we had just gotten through PlayStation QA, but we were still trying to make sure everything was perfect and make sure it felt right. And I got in there, Todd, and I was just going to test it for the team. And I'm like, I'll just do a couple of songs. And I am not kidding. I swear to God, I sat down, I played the entire campaign in one sitting, every song, 55 plus songs. And I took the leaderboard spot on every song off of every creator that had already played it and all the testers that had already played it. That's how much I loved it. I played for 4.5 hours straight. I could barely move my fingers and hands.
Right.
That's how good it is. Like the haptics for it are so good in that version of the game, and then looking at the game inside the headset with the OLED lenses is amazing. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to the Flat to VR team. They don't get enough credit. Their names are not said enough. They're amazing, and they're doing they're working. You know, some of them are going to continue on with Trombone Champ and keep it growing and keep adding to it because we have a lot more to come. We'll have a roadmap for everybody soon of what's to come for Trombone Champ. And then some are going to move on to other projects, and some already have or have been, you know, doing other projects that we have coming for next year. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot that had put in, and then again, all the Impact side that has done an amazing job, you know, on the marketing part, which is tiring and daunting and amazing. But I think and Todd, how about you? Do you want to say anything about, you know, you're being a part of this? And
it's just been a crazy adventure.
Right? If you want to talk about all those testers that.
Yeah, like we've had close to 200 people testing this game at some point over the last few months. Early on, we had a really small niche group that we kind of handpicked inside the lab so that we could really get them to test things repeatedly over and over and over, something that, you know, the rest of the lab rats don't generally do. And then we opened it up to a broader audience just so that we could get more eyes to, try and figure out, did we miss something along the way? Like, this is crunch time. If we need to patch it, we need to do it now before it goes live. So it was a little crazy for the last couple weeks, and launch day was a little intense. But I think everybody in the lab, there's a bunch of lab rats in chat that have been popping in saying that they've actually loved testing it. So, and a lot of people, it's funny, if you're not a member of Impact Labs, definitely go to impactreality.com and click on the link. They're rewarded for the level of feedback and the level of bug reporting and things that they do. So the more information they give us in their feedback, the more in-house currency that they get, where they get to buy hoodies and Quest gift cards and things like that. It's been difficult to rank these reviews and these feedback surveys because there's not a lot of problems. So that they're not very detailed because there's nothing to complain about, which is really not something we see. Normally games come to us and they're broken as hell, and it's pages of information that we then send to the developer and they patch it and fix it before it goes live. That wasn't the case with Trombone Champ. We had done so much pre-testing, and Alex G did such a good job with your Q&A that by the time it got to the masses in the lab, it was relatively bug-free, which was fantastic. It's been a great experience.
It has. It's been very well received. Super happy about it. And again, I don't want to spend too much more time on it than that, just to say super happy about it. We couldn't be happier. There's a lot more to do with it. We have a lot more to come with Trombone Champ, but
it's not over.
No, it's not over for Trombone Champ, but the focus does change a little bit for Nest now, and Flat to VR is going to have a kick-ass 2025. We have so many things coming, and Todd, as much as I love Trombone Champ, my baby,
right?
RoboQuest VR is coming along, man. I'm telling you, it's so good.
I wish we could talk and show some stuff about that because it's coming along. Yeah,
I know. I meant we may have some updated footage we can show at some point soon to show how it's coming along. But I mean, I'll tell you this: I put I jumped in for a few minutes tonight because I was gonna put my wife's cousin's son in there, and I ended up not doing it because it just got really busy, and it would have been taking too long to just try and get him in there. But I jumped in just to get it set up, and I got lost in there for about 20 minutes. I'm in the bedroom stuff. My wife's like, "You're coming out? We have 20 people here," and I'm like, "I'll be right out."
I can't. I played RoboQuest.
Yeah, but it's just so good. I mean, and every time I jump in, something's been updated or changed, and Cab's working on it and doing such a good job on it. Like, it's so freaking good. I can't wait till RoboQuest comes out. When you guys see it, there's so much we still have to do on that one, and we have too much time to polish it and make it good, but it's so good.
Right.
All right. So
I gotta mention Air Forces One's comment.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hit it up.
He says, "I'm so excited to know that Area 51 is coming to VR."
I am a huge fan of Area 51. I'm a light gun shooter fan, man. Like, I'm an arcade.
Have the developer contact us. Yeah,
I can do it. Like, if I get it, I'll get it. I promise. I swear, I'll do it. I'll get it. I promise. So yeah, a couple more things I want to clean up. Todd, Trombone Champ Unflattened. This is pretty crazy. This has not been seen yet. I think I am in possession of the only 4 tubs or canisters of this, but Glytch Energies, Trombone Juice, which is a banana strawberry mix of look at that. That is so cool, man.
It's so good. I just bought one.
I know. Todd was like, you can buy them right now. Actually, I actually. So to get this is how quickly the Glytch Energy, their factory is about 15 minutes from my house, and they just got these done, literally printed, and I drove over there and picked them up. And I have the only 4 canisters that have actually been made yet, but they're orderable. You can actually order them right now. Everybody go and get a can of Trombone Juice. It's a strawberry banana glitch flavor. It's got like a banana soury strawberry thing kick to it. It's awesome. It's actually really, really good. I like it a lot. You should go get it. Check it out. Support us there as well. it would be good to know that everybody's kind of like up there and can grab it. And Todd, we are also part of the Glytch Energy family. And if you use Q2C VR Gamer on the code, you get 40% off right now.
Yep.
So go get that. Get your 40% off using.
And 40% off coupon only works today. So
yeah, it's only today.
Midnight it turns off. Yeah.
And if you're gonna buy it, go buy some bone juice.
Might as well.
I'm like, guys, we cannot call this boner juice.
It's got to be called boner spit.
If we come on, because this was like we talked about a couple of different names, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, we cannot call this boner juice. If we come out and call, because that's what they call them, tromboners, right? They call them boners. Like, if we call this boner juice, we're gonna get killed.
And they've got like a spit valve on a trombone, right? Like on a trumpet. So like we wanted to call it boner spit, but people were like, nope, you can't call it that.
I actually voted. There was one other name that we had talked about that was close, that everybody kind of liked, but they liked Trombone Juice better, and that was Trombanana Twist, because it's a banana and like a strawberry twist. So it was Trombonanana Twist or Trombonanana Twist. It was good, but everybody liked the juice better.
Yeah, Trombone Juice is better.
You know who else loves the juice, Todd?
I don't have that button either.
What? I am so depressed. You have no My Mom button.
And for like the last 10 minutes, I've been trying to program 3 buttons. And my Rodecaster just popped up and says, you need a firmware update before you can upload these sounds. So I can't even do that.
Orlin, get him, Orlin.
Sorry,
Wes is reading my mind. He goes, you know who else loves bones?
Yeah, I know. I knew that was going to come up, so I tried to get that damn button up, but it didn't work.
Todd, do we have a video of the announcement video of Trombone Juice?
We do.
Let's take a look. What is going on, everybody? Let me say hello to my partner, Todd Jackson. What is going on, dude?
How diddly.
My name is Eric, and welcome to Q2C. We are Gamer Live.
Ultra Rally.
I can now finally tell everyone how amazing this demo was.
You have winches on the front, winches on the back, so get out of the truck, hook yourself up to a tree, and pull yourself up the mountain.
We're excited to announce that we're joining Glytch Energy Drinks Glytch Fam, the official brand for gamer wellness. As part of this amazing community, we'll enjoy clean, long-lasting energy without the crash or jitters. Glytch Energy is perfect for all gamers with its 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 artificial flavor formulas. You can get 20% off your order by using the code Q2C VR Gamer at checkout. Check it out at the link below.
Nice. That's cool, man. That was very cool.
That's kind of cool. Yeah. And it's 40% today.
Only today, right? 40% off. Only today. Only with Q2C, right? Is it only just us?
There's only a few of the influencers that are getting that code from what I understand.
Okay. Yeah. We'll use ours anyway. I don't care who they are.
Yeah, exactly.
They suck. Did you hear the trombone one? The video is so good. You're playing like shit, and all of a sudden they throw the conductor throws the canister at you, and you just hear somebody from the audience go, "You suck."
That's awesome. Yeah.
It's so funny, man. I love it. Hey, we have a $1.99 super chat from Air Force One that says, "Much love, Area 51." Hell yeah, man. Let's do it. Area 51. Unlock. I love it. Love it. Yeah, it's cool, man. I'm glad that we're part of the Glytch Energy family, Q2C VR Gamer. I'm glad we're able to do these things. We have our own flavor coming early next year, Todd. We're gonna have a Q2C VR Gamer flavor of Glytch. We haven't actually picked our flavor yet. I don't know what it's gonna be.
No, I don't know, but we should get on that because I can't wait to see a Q2C bottle. That'd be awesome.
Oh my god, yeah, it'll be sick. I'm down.
Yeah.
What kind of flavor? Something sour.
You and your sour stuff.
Something bitter.
Something bitter. That's better. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be fun. Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be amazing. I'm down for it. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait. All right. Todd, we got some more announcements, but I want to let you announce this next one because I think it's pretty damn cool, man. And there's not a ton of people out there that have been asked to do this. But Meta loves us. So
yeah, so we were contacted about a month ago or something like that. And then more and more recently over the last couple of weeks to join the Ray-Ban creator program. So we are now officially part of the Meta Ray-Ban creator program. So we you'll be seeing a lot more content on our shorts. Probably it kind of fits that format a little better. But who knows? We'll do some long form stuff as well. But a lot more Ray-Ban kind of content using the Meta glasses. It kind of made sense for both them and for us because we wear them every day, all day, and why not just record some of our experiences? I think it's going to be super cool.
It is going to be super cool. And this was one of the things I was probably most happy about is because I absolutely love them. And it's easy for me to pitch something that I believe in, that I love. Because I tell you right now, like, I don't know if, there's many of you maybe have not met me before, but anybody who has, I'm a freaking pretty genuine person. And if I don't believe in something, I can't sell you on something if I don't believe in it. Like, I really just can't. Like, literally, you have no idea how much shit that we turn down because I just don't want to. I can't come out and tell you I like something if it's a piece of shit. Like, I have products that people send me. They're like, "Hey, would you cover this for me? We'll pay you money to cover it for me." And if I don't like it, I'm like, I can't take your money because I don't like it, and I don't want to tell somebody else they'd like it if I don't like it. So when we find something that like I absolutely freaking love and I can get behind, and I can tell other people that they should get this because it's freaking great and I love it. It just makes sense for us. Like, and you were already wearing them anyway every day because you wear glasses and you actually turn these into your everyday glasses.
Yeah,
a long time ago.
I wear them. I'd say like 90% of my day because when they die, I've been a Ray-Ban wearer for 15 years. I've worn Ray-Ban glasses, like just regular Ray-Ban glasses. So I have a pair of Ray-Bans that I take off and I'll put these onto the charger, and they take like 20 minutes to charge, and then pop them back on 100%. Off I go. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only downside to the glasses is if you are gonna wear them all day long,
Yeah,
you're gonna run out of charge. So thankfully, I bought these because I like the frames, and I wanted them for the everyday. But thankfully, we were lucky enough when we went to MetaConnect, the limited edition ones that you're wearing right now with the clear frames.
Yep.
They actually gave those to the creators. So you have 2 pair, I have 2 pair now as well. So that's what I do during the day now, Todd. When I run out of battery of one, I just switch over to the other, and then I can keep going the whole day with a pair of glasses, and have them run now. Yeah, it's super sick, man. Those are awesome. Yeah, only 7,000 of those were made.
See-through. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, but they're pretty cool. I'm definitely behind the doing this. Being a part of this. If I love the product, again, if you love the product, I mean, it makes a perfect sense for us to do this. We will have an affiliate code coming for you guys. So if you do want to buy them, hang on. We'll have.
I just posted it.
Oh, you did? We get it. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So you have our affiliate code. If you want to pick these up, use the affiliate code. What do we get?
It's links. They're not codes. They're just links that'll take you.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do over the weekend probably is populate Q2CVRgamer.com, our website, with a bunch of these links where you can go and support the channel with discounts for you guys, and it helps us on that back end. So good.
Yep. And you can get you were talking earlier, you can actually get a previously owned pair.
Yeah, we have a like affiliate links for refurbished ones for like $100 off or more than that, $120 off. Yeah.
So they're normally, I think, brand new.
Yeah,
I think brand new. They're normally $299 up to $329, depending on what frames and what design you want to get.
Yeah. And they were like $339, I think, for the refurbished ones.
Right.
$239, sorry.
Right. Which is great. I think it's a good deal. Like I tell people all the time, and they're like, "Wow, that's actually pretty cheap." Once you tell them what you can do with it. God, I have a ton of recordings from tonight. Like I said, we had 20 people over for Thanksgiving, and I did a ton of recordings tonight, like of just recording while people are sitting there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I just pop them on and go, "Hey, I'm recording, everybody," and everybody says hi. I can just walk around the room. I don't have to have my phone out. I
had 40 people at my house for my birthday on Saturday.
Nice.
And I think I sold 4 pair. And we weren't affiliates then. This just happened yesterday, the affiliate thing. So I don't care if I make any money. I just want people to buy these. I went to I need hearing aids, and I was at my hearing clinic the other day, and both the receptionists bought them while I was on the phone. Like while I was standing there, they're on their phones buying Ray-Ban glasses. They're like, those are the coolest things ever. Once you tell people what they can do, I don't know who wouldn't want them. If you wear glasses, these things are the cat's ass.
They're awesome. Michael Verheyen has some points. He's saying, a phone is was more useful. If this was Orion, I guess it would be another story. What are you using it for?
Did you just call Ryan Orion?
Yeah, Orion, Ryan. I like Orion better. I was like,
I do too. I was like, that. What the hell's Orion? I'm like, oh,
I like it. What the phone with AirPods can't do, but it's the whole idea is this is not to replace your phone, not yet. I spoke for my daughter's school the other day, in front of quite a few of them, Todd. And one of the things I did was I went up in front of the classroom and I said, "These are Meta Ray-Ban glasses. These are going to replace this." Probably within the next 3 to 5 years. I said, this is a dinosaur. You won't see this probably within 5 years because everything will be in your glasses at some point. You won't need them. But today, Michael, these are not to replace your phone. Your phone is still super necessary. You have to have it to even run these glasses. But these are just it's a nice option. And again, if you're like Todd, or you're like me now, as I'm getting a little bit older, and you need to have glasses anyway. Why wouldn't you want a set of AI glasses that you can talk to, you can ask questions to, you can use it as AirPods?
Yeah, he mentions what a phone with AirPods can't do. It does a ton more than what a phone and AirPods can do. For
100%.
example, I don't need my phone with me to do a lot of the functionality that are on them, taking videos, pictures, listening to things. And the AI that's built into it, as long as they've got Wi-Fi, which you can just set up right to the glasses, you don't need your phone. I can have conversations like I would with ChatGPT and have it research things for me or set reminders for me. I just got an update on Monday. I can now scan QR codes, and I've tested it and it worked great.
Yeah,
I did it at the golf course the other day, and we just say, "Hey Meta, scan this QR code." It heard me, so it's probably going to do something. Yeah, there you saw the light went off. And then it beeps in my ear, and then it sends it to my phone. Like, it's freaking genius.
Yeah, they're good. They're just, and again, they're not to replace anything. To be honest with you, I have AirPods and I use them, but I don't use them when these are dead. Like
I hate AirPods,
and I just don't like having them in my ears all the time. Yeah. And when I wear AirPods, I'm still cut off from the outside world, right? Like I can't hear anything else that's going on unless I want to wear one of them, and then I can only hear out of one ear. Like, so these, and I'll tell you this, Michael, the audio on these glasses is almost
so good.
I would say it's as good as AirPods. Like to me, so anything that you have like that's not in your ear maybe won't be as loud, but God, Todd, it's damn close. Like you can hear crystal clear. Playing like music on these is amazing. It sounds great, and you really have to be up close to somebody else for them to hear what you're hearing.
Oh yeah, here I can play music. And I'll see if you guys can actually hear it. Technically, it says how long does the battery last? And it depends on what you're doing, but I would say 3 hours of constant use. Like I listen to music all the time.
Yep.
And it's like 20 minutes and they're charged. Half an hour maybe. And they're charged again.
Yep. Yeah, and they have a case. I don't have my case near me, but the case that comes with the glasses is a charging case. So basically when you put the glasses in the case, it automatically charges them while they're in there. And you can get, I think, 3 to 4 charges.
Oh, at least. Yeah, I charge my case like once a month. I charge them all the time.
Yep.
So can you hear the music? I'm listening to Shabuzi on Spotify right now.
I cannot. Put your ear right up to the...
So if I put my glasses right up and I turn up the volume...
Okay, now I can, but sit back.
But I can sit here like this, and it's loud to me.
Yeah, so you're still playing it, right?
I'm still listening to it.
Okay, put your head back there again. You can't hear it anymore.
I turned it down. So here, okay. I'll make it loud. So can you hear that?
Very faintly, if at all. Now I can hear it. Now I can't hear it at all now.
And I can barely hear you. It's so loud.
Yeah. And that's
way too loud.
If you're having a conversation with somebody on the phone, there's nobody that's even close to you that's probably going to hear what anybody else is saying. If
I've had my Apple Yeah, I've had my Apple Vision Pro on an airplane die, and I'll just load up Netflix on my phone and use these glasses to listen to the movie.
Yeah.
And I can hear it on an airplane. Nobody else can hear it but me. It's awesome.
Yeah. So Michael, these are not screens, of course. These are not displays in any way. And we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. But these are not that. But these are $299 too. Like literally, these are great. And again, for me, if you wear glasses, it's almost a no-brainer if you wear glasses.
I think so.
Like if you're gonna go buy frames anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you're gonna go buy frames anyway and spend a couple $100 on frames, why not get these? And then you put your prescription in these, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, and then you don't need AirPods or headphones or anything else. So
yep.
And like you said,
AI is fantastic.
I have 2 pairs of these, and my second pair just has transition lenses. They're not prescription. And my son has completely taken them over. He wears them to school every day, listens to music on the bus. He listens to audiobooks all the time. And it's just awesome. We've even talked with his teachers, and he's allowed to wear them in school and record lectures, like in his math class. He uses them to record the lectures. He's not allowed to wear them on test days, which is fine. But during regular class time, he's allowed to use them and record video of the teacher doing his thing, and which has been totally beneficial when he comes home to study. It's awesome.
Definitely. They're so good, man. I absolutely love these things. They've really been great. And if you're using them for what they're meant for, and if you do find a use out of them, maybe they're not for they're not for everybody. If you don't think you're going to get use out of them, if you're like, I don't care about music or I don't care about using them on the phone, you're not gonna, maybe they're not for everybody. But for me, I'm telling you right now, for me, like I bought a pair for my wife for which I now wish I waited until we were part of this. But it was our anniversary, and she's loved my glasses. She's heard me talk about them forever. So they have a frame called the Skyliner or the Skylar.
Skyliner.
Might be the
Skyliner.
Maybe
no,
I think it's the Skylar. The headliner is these.
Oh yeah, right.
And the Skylar is it's a little bit more pointed frame. Definitely more of a female frame. Super nice. I got them for her. They had this rose gold color frame. She absolutely loves them, and she's hooked on them now. She loves them. So they're super cool.
That's cool. I'm glad she's liking them.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm all on board with the Meta Ray-Ban glasses for sure. Super cool, and we're happy to be part of it. And we'll definitely have some content for you guys. And who knows, maybe we'll have a giveaway at some point.
Yeah, exactly. Us being part of this program just helps you guys get more access to these things as well. So it's kind of cool.
And Todd, you know what our relationships in this industry can help us do, and help us and help the community that we have.
Yeah, exactly.
We can help you guys by doing an awesome kick-ass giveaway. And it is Gleam giveaway time again for Q2C VR Gamer. We've been teasing this one for a while. Boom, you got one sound effect.
I got one button.
I love it. Guys, this is the kick-ass giveaway. If you've been waiting for something big from Q2C, this is it. Like, I don't think we've ever had this type of giveaway. Todd, you want to go through the details? What are we giving away, man?
So we are doing a Gleam giveaway. I'll put the link in chat in just a second. But your typical Gleam. So the point of this is trying to get our YouTube channel up to 10,000 subscribers. So we need you to share it with your friends and do all the jazz. Subscribe to the channels. Join our Facebook group. I think there's even a link on here to join Discord and our Twitter accounts and follow us all over the places. But the best part for you guys is we are giving away 3 prizes. Grand prize is a MetaQuest 3S 256 gig headset, a MetaQuest carrying case, and a BiHaptics X40 haptics vest. That is prize number 1. All of that cool. Is prize number 1.
Pretty damn cool. That's a good first prize,
right?
You know what would make it better? We should
put like $1,000 worth of stuff.
We should put a hoodie in there.
It's like $600.
I know. We should put a hoodie in there too, though.
Okay, we're gonna throw a hoodie in too.
Let's just change it. We'll add it. Like I'm gonna make Todd do more work. But yeah, okay, all right. So let's put a Q2C hoodie, X40 BiHaptics vest, brand new in the box. Like this thing's brand spanking new. It's like full,
brand new. Yep. Carrying case
for the Quest 3S. Super cool, super nice. And a Quest 3S 256, man. With Batman. And 3 months of Quest Plus. Boom. That's kick ass. This is a good giveaway. Todd, what about if you don't win first place? Is there anything else for anybody else?
So there is. I'm just adding the hoodie so I don't forget.
That's a good idea. I love when I throw curveballs at you. Like I could have just told you that earlier, but I just thought about it now.
Yeah, you could have. Yeah, that would have been nice. Okay, so that's prize 1. Prize 2, second place prize is I can't reach it, but it's a BiHaptics X40 Vest.
I got
another one.
Yeah, Todd's looks just like this in the box.
It's right there in the box. You can kind of see it on the floor right there. And a Q2C VR gamer t-shirt.
Second place is a hoodie.
Or no, second place is a hoodie.
Yep. Second place is the vest and a hoodie.
The website's not updating.
And then what if you don't win second place? Is there?
And then if you want third place,
there you go.
If you win third place, you get a Kiwi K4 booster head strap from Kiwi Design.
Those are new, by the way.
Brand stinking new. And the iStock
Gunstock. That's cool.
Gunstock peripheral. Brand new in the box. Never been used. All the stuff's brand new.
And
a t-shirt.
And a Q2C t-shirt. Okay. Good third place. It's good. You know, hey, you can't have 10 places. You can only have 3. That's it. That's all there is.
Yeah. But we've never given away this much stuff. Like this is
2 X40s. We're giving away 2 X40s. All the cover says add a catwalk. No, I don't think so, bro.
Yeah, right.
Add a catwalk. I do have a brand new roto chair over here in the box.
You're not getting that.
Dude,
well, actually,
literally right here.
You're getting mine.
Are you ready? Want to see?
It's
right there
awesome.
in the box, right there. That is the roto chair. I have it there in the box, ready to go.
Dude, you have to get that thing out and use
Todd, look at all the shit that I have to go through. When I tell you guys that people send accessories to us, look at the table full of accessories, and I don't trust me. If I was some kind of shill, you'd be inundated with freaking videos of me going, "Oh, this is great, go buy it." But 3/4 of that stuff will never see this channel because it's just not good enough. I'm telling you right now, they're not here. They're not good enough. You know what is good though? I will tell you this, and I haven't tried these yet, but I have actually already done another video on them, and I'm going to do something soon on these. So I already have one of these. I know they're good, but they have 2 brand new models, and I will do something on these. I just haven't had a chance to open them yet. And that is Antlion's mod bike. I don't know if you have one of these too, right?
Of the old one. I haven't got any of the new ones though.
Yeah. So
they look pretty sick.
I have talked to other creators who have had a chance to review them. And they said the new ones or updated ones are super cool. They're even better than the originals. The original was fucking awesome. Like
it was great.
Original Antlion mod mic. Like if you record on the Quest, or if you're just like you want the best audio for multiplayer, you have to have a mod mic, and it attaches right to the headset. Like you can has a little magnetic. Yeah, it has a little magnetic clip that'll clip the arm of the mic, right? And then you can adjust like exactly where you want it to go. But if you're a content creator and you're recording content, you have to have some type of mic, and the mod mic is the best one out there. But there are some good things that I have here that I do want to go through, and I will. But most of this stuff won't. I'm telling you, I'm looking at it. I'm just looking at it in the box, going, "This is not going to make it." And we don't even ask for this stuff. They just send it to us, and I'm like, ugh. But yeah. But some stuff's great. Like you already tested the roto chair. I'm super excited to do the roto chair. That's going to be fun.
Dude, mine's still... Oh, no, I moved it over here because I was playing Batman. But I still use it for everything. Like I'm testing some more games inside Impact Labs that don't require it, don't claim to be compatible with it or anything, but are just so much more fun when you're sitting on the damn chair. I love that freaking chair. I don't like how much it costs. So I'm not naive. It's expensive. 700 pounds or euros or US dollars or whatever it is.
It almost weighs 700 pounds.
Yeah, right.
I had to carry
not cheap.
Upstairs here, and holy crap, I almost died. Me and my wife had to do it. I'm like, sorry, honey, help me up the stairs with this thing.
We got 2 super chats. I just want to make sure we don't forget to post.
Oh yeah, please, definitely.
Haruko gave us a $1 super chat with no words. Good job, Haruko. And then he did a $2 super chat So I think the first button was a mistake. And then he says he will physically fight for that BiHaptics vest.
Hey, hell yeah, man. Fight for it.
So I just made the Gleam live. There's the link. You'll be the first people to enter the contest. Share it with your friends. Do all the things.
Yeah, a guy. Somebody said on here is like Air Force One says my other crappy channel I have is over 11,000. How are you guys not over 10,000? I'm like,
we don't know. Yeah,
I don't know. Like,
well, a lot of it has to do with content consistency.
Well,
and sometimes we get so busy because we do a lot of things in the VR space that isn't just our YouTube channel. Most of these guys that are doing these YouTube channels with a lot of subscribers, that's their full-time job. They do it all the time. They make videos every day, all the time. That is not how we work because we have real jobs in the VR world that take a lot of our time. So we got to do these at night and on weekends, and we do the podcast, and we fit them in whenever we can. So we definitely want to become more consistent. At least I do, definitely. And I think the Ray-Ban thing is going to help us be more consistent because it's going to throw in some new content that other people aren't doing. So that's going to be kind of cool for us. But yeah, it's difficult to see other channels being so big, and we're like, why aren't we to 10,000 yet?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, originally when we started this channel, when I started this channel first, before Todd even came on, I was literally just I didn't want to create any content other than I wanted to talk to people and I wanted to do a podcast.
Yeah, I'm going to push him into that part.
Yeah, and then Todd came on and we were like, we just meshed really well as sitting together and doing a podcast together. You know what I mean? So, and then we were just like, let's just do that. And then, Todd, and then, before long, I had way more time. You were really good at it. So we started creating some content. We started, making videos. We started doing some, you were doing a lot of videos. I was doing a lot of live streaming. I used to live stream on Twitch every Saturday, on Twitch and YouTube every Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
And we were doing better, and if we had more time, we definitely was then. But, for a channel that's mainly based on a podcast, I think we've done pretty well. We've done it the right way. Like, we've grown steadily the right way. I believe we do get a lot of views on our podcast now. I think we are one of the more popular podcasts for views when we can get them out there. I wish we could be more consistent, and we'll try and do that, coming into 2025 and be a little bit more consistent for everybody. But we love doing them. And, I do think that we do it the right way, but we do want to grow. Like, I want to hit that 10,000 number because I do think that I would love to have a broader audience. I know you would love to have a broader audience. So, that's what we're going to try and do here. And let's just say this right off the bat. Thank you to Meta for donating this headset. So this was a donation.
This is true. This was donated from Meta. Yep.
Yep. Both the case, the carrying case, and the Quest 3S was donated from Meta specifically for this to support our channel. So thank you, Meta and the Meta Quest Creator Program, and thank you to BiHaptics for donating these vests to us. BiHaptics is an amazing company. Support them whenever I can, because again, if I find something I like and something I believe in, I will sell it to the moon. Like, I will shout it from the rooftops, because if I believe in it, and I believe that you should, invest in it if you have the money, because I do believe it is a great experience. And so I love to support BiHaptics anytime I can. And for them, giving up 2 X40s for us to give away to our community is amazing, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, super exciting. Like that's my X40 right there, hanging up. I love it.
I have mine right there, hanging up. I'm not giving you the one we're not giving you the ones we have. Trust me, because we love them. I'm not going to give them up. I have my X40 right there, and I actually have an X16 right over there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's over there, right there, next to my jacket. There's an X16. So love both of them. The X40 fits me a little bit better. I'm 6'4", Todd, so I'm a little bit taller in the torso. So the X16 only comes up to comes down about my belly button. X40 will come right down to my waistline.
I wonder, you need to put that X16 back on, because you used to wear that when you were fat and it looked ridiculous. And now you're not fat, so it might actually fit you.
I'm gonna let you get away with that because I'm tiny now. Oh man, that's too funny. You're right though. I mean, when you're bigger around the waist, you got to put that X16 on, and you're like, oh man, I can't get this down farther. But I bet you it's not as bad anymore now. I bet you it comes way lower.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like a tube top before.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It was more like a BiHaptics bra than a Oh man, yeah. But the X40 has 40 of the rumble sensors in it, and that's why it is a little bit better as well. But the X16, man, it's a great experience, and I used that one for a long time before I got my first X40. And I bought my X16, guys. So like,
I bought my X40.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a birthday present I got a couple years ago.
Yeah, thankfully we were by the time I already had the X16, so I didn't buy the X40. They sent it to me for review. You had already had one at that point, but they sent it to me for a review, thankfully. But yeah, great giveaway. Great giveaway. I'm super excited about it. This is the only thing about glasses now, Todd. I don't know. I have to clean mine all the time. Yeah. So,
Haruko, you can enter. I control the terms and conditions. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. You can get in. We use a very Gleam picks the winner. Like we don't even pick. We're not even involved.
The terms and conditions say that any Impact Reality employee can't.
Oh right. Oh shit. No, you're out. You're out, bro.
Ignore that. You can enter.
You can enter. We're just kidding. Just kidding. So yeah, guys, go get into that. Todd, we took an hour and 28 minutes to do the catch up.
That's crazy.
We have not even gotten into our topics yet, bro.
Yeah. Well, this is what happens when you don't do a show every week.
You talk too much.
You got so much shit to talk about.
Man, you just go on. You go on and on. I can barely get a word in edgewise.
I know. I like to drone.
Hey, typical Kiwi pops in and says, "Dope, I'm late." That's okay. We haven't talked about anything. You're just in time. We haven't hit one topic yet.
No, well, you missed the giveaway.
Yeah, you did miss. Well, yeah, you can go get into it now though.
I'll post the link again. Here we go.
Yeah, but we will just wrap it up and just say, please support. You guys have always supported us this far. Please continue to support us. You can't. You're already subscribed to the channel, most likely, or hopefully you are. But you can share it out, and you can always get entries by sharing it out. You can go follow me on Twitter. You can follow Todd on Twitter. You can go to the Facebook group. There's ways to get entries. Sharing it gets an entry. So go do it, man. Go do it. Air Force One says, "Dude, did you just call Eric fat?" He did. He did. Air Force One. I'm gonna let him get away with it. If I said
he was fat. I didn't say he is fat.
Right.
Come on, pay attention.
I'm gonna let him get away with it. All right, Todd. Let's talk about another cool thing. This is something I don't think we've ever covered on the channel, like not in depth anyway.
No, we briefly touched on it when it was first announced, but that was it.
Yeah, and now that we're going to talk about it and looking into it, like I've known what it is, and we have access to it because we're part of the creator program anyway. But like, I would say to me, if you are a power user and you don't have Quest Plus, you are missing out. Like unless you're such a power user that you already own every game anyway and you buy every game. That's the only way I guess this is not a good deal. But if you are a power user to the point where this is your way to game. You game only in VR, but maybe you don't either have the means to go buy every game, or you just I don't want to buy every game. Quest Plus is exactly what you should be getting, right?
Yeah, I had no idea it included so much stuff. When it first came out, we did touch on a little bit. I think I did a quick little video on it when it first came out. And you got 2 games a month, or maybe even every couple months at the beginning. I think it was every couple months you got 2 games. And it was, I think $5 or $6 a month or something at the time. It wasn't a bad deal. The problem is those two months go by and then they take those games away from you. So if you hadn't finished them, or if it was just something you really liked, you're kind of hooped. But the program has kind of changed. They still bring in a couple a month, a couple banger titles. I don't know how they're kind of figuring out which titles those are, but so far the titles have been pretty cool. But they also now give you access to a library of a whole crap load of titles that you just get to keep as long as your subscription is paid. And I think the subscription's gone up to maybe $8 a month.
Yeah, $7.99 a month if you do it monthly, but you can actually subscribe yearly.
Yeah, and yearly. That's new.
$59.99.
For how much?
$59.99.
That to me is crazy. Batman is $49.
Seriously, what? Yeah,
$10 more, you get a year's worth of all of these games. That's crazy to me. I would totally. I still have an Xbox Game Pass. I don't play Xbox games, but it's such a good deal. I can't pass it up.
I know.
This is a great deal. If I wasn't a creator, they got access to all these titles anyway. There is no doubt I would have this. It's like having access to Infinity.
Yeah, Viveport Infinity.
It's like that, but for the Quest.
Better.
Freaking
better, yeah.
I
mean, Viveport Infinity was pretty cool. I got to admit, it had a lot of
great at the time.
It still is actually. It's still good if you're out there playing PCVR stuff. But yeah. So let's talk about what it is. So you still get your 2 monthly titles that are handpicked by Meta, right? But Meta still picks 2 titles per month that they rotate in and out. Currently, right now for November, it's Warplanes and Space Folk City. 2 games you absolutely love.
Yeah, Space Folk City is a
Warplanes and Space Folk City. Yeah.
That game's underrated.
So those are 2 great games, to have, that you'll have for the month. But there is another catalog of games, Todd, that are I think they rotate them, so you will see some change, but a lot of them stay the same for a long period of time. So currently, right now, what is in the catalog when you get Quest Plus is, and these are just some of the highlights. This isn't everything, but this is some of the big ones. Asgard's Wrath 2 is in the catalog. Green Hell is in the catalog. Tetris Effect, Walkabout Mini Golf, Until You Fall, Onward, Jurassic World, Red Matter, Demio, Espire 1, In Death Unchained, Synth Riders, Puzzling Places, and there's like another handful of games that maybe weren't as high up there, but they were still good games. That's crazy. Those games are awesome. I mean, those games are awesome.
Ridiculously cool.
Dude, Until You Fall is a game that's not talked about enough anymore. Until You Fall is still a great game. I love that game, man.
Yeah, crazy.
Until You Fall is great. I mean, Asgard's Wrath.
Green Hell, Asgard's Wrath 2. Yeah, dude.
Tetris Effect. If you haven't played Tetris Effect in VR, you're sleeping on it. Go get it.
Someone just said in chat, is Demio on there? Who was that? Demio is on there. I don't know who said it, but
Arlen Kundert said it. He said, does Quest Plus include Demio? If so, that's awesome.
The answer is yes. It's crazy.
I mean, Walkabout Mini Golf. Everybody plays Walkabout Mini Golf. Onward is on here. I mean, it's an old game, but it's still great. Jurassic World, Red Matter. Red Matter is still one of the best, most beautiful games you're going to play standalone.
Yeah.
Espire 1 is great.
Espire 1. I loved that game.
In Death Unchained. There's another one we haven't talked about in a long time. That's still.
And that game gets so many updates, man. I got to hand it to the developers of In Death Unchained. That game gets updated all the time. New seasons, new content. Though? Yeah.
I haven't heard it.
Tatum, Marlon Kundert. I don't know. Somebody has been posting stuff to our Facebook group on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just haven't heard a whole bunch from them anymore. But for a long time, they probably updated that game more than any other developer I think ever.
I don't think it's as frequent as it used to be, but it's they're still getting updates from as far as I know.
Who is that earlier? Oh, I want to say Air Force One said they've lost 35 pounds, Todd. Congratulations.
In 2 months. Yeah, wow, dude.
Awesome.
You used to be fat too. Awesome.
Used to be. God, Todd, we just lost 20 fucking subscribers because you trying to hit 10,000 and you're calling people fat. God.
A typical Kiwi, he just posted. He's like, I got 6 months free with my Quest 3, and I'm definitely renewing my subscription. Yeah, why wouldn't you? 6 months for free. Holy shit.
Because I think so right now, which we're going to talk about the Quest 3S in a little bit, but with any Quest headset you get 3 months free of Quest Plus, which is great. Epic Sand says Todd's trying to get Q2C canceled. He is too. We just lost half of our freaking subscribers right there.
My bad. Haruko says, Todd, call them all fat, more chances for me to win.
Yeah, right. But seriously, though, 35 pounds in 2 months. Congratulations, Air Force One. I'm telling you, I know how hard it is. Like, I've been working on this for a long time. I had put on almost 70 pounds Probably actually, yeah, maybe a little less. Like 65. I think I put on like 65 pounds. In the last like couple of years, starting Impact Reality has been a very stressful and difficult thing, and I work a lot of long hours sitting right here, and I don't move as much as I used to because when you work, I mean, literally, I'm in meetings 12, 13 hours a day, and I just didn't get the exercise that I would normally get, and again, stressful, and just things you don't take care of yourself as good as you should, and literally, I had somebody say something to me that hit home, and it was probably one of the rudest things I've ever heard from an Uber driver. And I literally looked at Skiva and said, "Dude, am I that fat?" And and I'm like, "I
What
guess
did
I
he
am, dude."
say? I
The
didn't
Uber.
hear this story.
So I'll tell this story because it's super funny. But this was the catalyst. This was in March of this past year. We were at South by Southwest in Austin, and we're going home, and me and Skiva are headed to the airport. And we jump into this Uber with this crazy maniac guy who had his kid in the Uber in the passenger
What?
seat in a freaking car seat. The kid was like 3 years old.
I
So
guess
I
you got to do
jump
what
in,
you
I'm
got to
like, "This
do,
is the
man.
weirdest thing in the world."
It's definitely weird.
We're driving with this guy. He's a fucking lunatic, and he's driving all over the place. I'm in the way, way back with all of our luggage, like, jammed in there. I can't even put my seatbelt on. And I go out, and he almost hits a car. And I go, "Dude, you need to slow down. You're gonna kill us. Your kid's in the car." And he looks at me and he goes, "Dude, you're fat. You're gonna die soon anyway."
No
I'm not
way.
kidding. Ask Skiva. I swear to God, I thought Skiva was gonna kick his ass. Literally, he
What
said that.
the hell?
Well, we get an argument with the guy, and like I literally was like, "Just pull over, man," because I'm getting out of this fucking Uber. But that's literally what he said. He was like, "What are you worried about? You're gonna die anyway." So after this whole thing happens, me and Skiva are sitting at the airport, and I look over to Skiva and I go,
Hilarious.
I just look at him, and we're quiet for a minute. I just look at him, and it's been a little while, and I'm go, "Am I that fat?
Am I really that
Am I really that fat?" And I'm like, "Dude, yeah, I guess I had really put on a little bit of weight," and you just don't notice it as much. And like, that's a lot of weight for me, like to have to put on 60 something pounds. And so yeah, I've been working on it since March. Like, and if you guys have been watching, you've probably seen my progress. Slow in the beginning, and then it's really lately. I think I've really been hitting it really hard and exercising, taking care of myself, trying to be healthier. Doing the right things. But sometimes, Todd, it takes an asshole to say something to you. I gotta give the guy credit.
Right? Maybe he's just saved your life. Who knows?
I mean,
asshole.
Oh my God. I literally, I mean, you guys know, a lot of you guys know Skiva. He's probably one of the most affable, gentle giants you've seen ever. I literally thought he was going to choke this man to death. I thought he was going to kill him. He's like, Skiva said to him, he's like, "Dude, if you weren't driving right now, I would pound you into the ground." But oh man, it was one of the literally in the airport later, because we were, we laughed about it later. Just literally, we were just quiet sitting in the airport waiting for our plane. Just me to look up and go, "Am I that?" It just kind of hit home on me, like, God damn, man.
That is ridiculous.
I'll tip my hat off to that asshole Austin.
Right? You just added 10 years to your life.
God, I hope more than 10 years. Too funny. But yeah, sometimes that's the catalyst you need. But yeah, we got off the beaten path here in Quest Plus. But yeah, let's get back on track here. Quest Plus, super good, tons of titles. Todd, $7.99, $59.99. So my question was this early on, like, I don't know, we don't talk about Quest Plus enough, me and you here, but I don't hear a ton of other people talking about it like all the time either. I'm gonna say this is probably one of the best deals I think you can do if you're a gamer that you want to put significant time into VR gaming.
Yeah, and even if you have a family member who has a Quest headset or a friend who, this is like the best Christmas present ever. If you gave someone $50 or $60, which you're going to spend on Christmas present anyway, and he gets a year's worth of this catalog of games and two new games every month, I hands down would buy this. I might buy this for my kid because my son's got a Quest under his own account, so he can't screw up any of my stuff. And it might be worth getting him this program. Like this, I'm in shock on how much stuff you get involved. And why is no one talking about this?
I mean, I think when it came out, I think people did talk about it, but I just don't hear
it. Was
it
pretty
as
lackluster. Like it was a neat idea.
It wasn't as good. Yeah, it wasn't as good.
Not at all.
To me right now, like this is if somebody's coming to me and going, "Hey, Eric, I want to buy a Quest headset for my kid, or a friend, or I'm going to get one for myself." I think the second thing, if they're asking me what headset to get, I'm going to give them my opinion, and we'll talk about that later. The second thing I'm going to tell them is go get Quest Plus. Whatever you do, don't go spend hundreds of dollars on games. First off, you're going to get it for 3 months free anyway, and then make sure you renew it because it's such a good deal. I mean, there's tons of games here. I mean, you know how long it would take you to get through Asgard's Wrath for $7.99?
I'm 30 hours into it and I'm not done.
I mean, that's crazy.
Crazy. This is a good deal.
Hey, Mischief VR just stopped in. Says gobble gobble, happy Turkey Day.
Happy Turkey Day.
Thanks for coming in and stopping by. We appreciate you. Big supporter of Flat VR Studios and Trombone Champ VR.
Absolutely, she is.
She is.
She was our Impact Labs playtester of the month for September.
That's amazing. I love it. Love it. The support we get in Impact Labs is just kick-ass, man. I really love the community trying to get in there and help VR developers, make their games better is amazing. And it's not even just developers. Impact Labs does things for game players because without the feedback from Impact Labs, we would not be getting the same quality of games that we're getting, some of these games that we're getting now. And that means worse gaming for you, where you're maybe spending your money on a game that's not as good. So it's not just the developers that Impact Labs is helping, it's helping players and consumers as well.
That's a good way to look at it. Yep.
Definitely.
And we've had a ton of developers just so appreciative of what we've done for them. In the playtesting roles, from putting the names of all of our testers into the credits of their games, or we just had Ember Souls is out, right?
It is. Yeah, it's out. Yeah.
We did a bunch of testing for Ember Souls in the lab, and they came back to us and they gave free keys to their other games to all the members of Impact Labs that did the playtesting, just because they were so appreciative. It was so awesome of them. But just shows how much they really enjoyed the feedback and the bug reporting and all the work that these guys put in. It was super cool.
Love it. Mischief VR just said, just finished the campaign on PSVR2. Laugh out loud, Eric. Nice scores you had. Oh my God. Does that mean
that's small? Yeah, she just knocked you down. Yeah.
Oh no, Mischief, where was I? When you went in, was I still close to the top of the leaderboards on those songs, or was I like way down? Because I assume like with everybody playing now, they had to. I literally, it's like I only played those songs probably once or twice, because like I said, I did this all in one sitting. I was telling everybody earlier, I literally played for 4 hours straight, did every song, and I've been playing it so long that I'm really good. I'm good at it at this point. So it was easy for me to just play a
song. Yeah.
And just, there was only probably 25, maybe 30 people that were even playing it at that point. So it was easy for me to take the leaderboard. But like, where am I now that the whole world could be in there? So if you were looking and you just beat my score, sounds like I'm going to be back in my PlayStation tonight trying to go beat some of these scores.
Right.
Sons of bitches.
Most of your songs are still at the top.
Wow, no way, really?
Okay, apparently I need to install it on my PlayStation.
Well, here's what I love too. Alex VR is unbeatable on Quest, and he has not played it yet on PlayStation. I don't know why, he just hasn't. So right now, currently, this is the only place I could be in top scores because I've tried. I've been trying for months to beat his scores on the Quest, and I just can't.
I don't think he works enough because he's on the top of the leaderboard. He's clearly.
Oh, I know. I'm going to make him work so much harder.
Yeah, we need a webcam on him at all times.
Oh man. Mischief says she's 383 on the campaign leaderboard, but the scores are mething. Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's not on PlayStation, but I'm sure he will be at some point. But yeah. The Air Force One says the promotion for that game has been great, but I'm not sold yet. Dude, you are missing out.
Tried it.
If you are missing out, I promise you. Here's the thing. Air Force One. It's $14.99. You have 2 hours to play it. Go get it and buy it. It's $14.99. Number one, you'll keep it. I guarantee you will. But if you don't, and you get in there and you're just like, oh, this isn't for me, you can always return it. You have 2 hours.
Exactly.
You can just return it at that point. But I guarantee you, if you get in there and you give it a chance, I'm telling you, you're gonna like it. It's just fun, man.
Yeah.
It's just fun. And for $14.99, oh my God, it's like a no-brainer. That's why I like the price. Like I talk about price all the time. Like we tell you, like we review stuff. Virtual Strangers, we review stuff. I tell you all the time. Now that price, $29.99, it's not a bad price, but it's no longer a no-brainer. Like we know, right? Like we think about these things. And we thought about the price for a long time. Could we have made it $19.99? Yeah, I think we could have. I think it's worth it. I think it's probably worth $22.99, maybe $24.99. But is it a no-brainer at that point? Maybe not. It's $14.99. Is it a no-brainer?
It's an easy impulse no-brainer buy at $14.99.
$14.99.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. $14.99. Like it's not going on sale. Trust me. $14.99.
Yeah.
You're waiting for a sale. You're gonna wait too long because maybe it'll go up at one point. It ain't going down.
Exactly. It ain't going down.
Air Force One says, Eric, have you used VR at all to lose some of your weight? So currently for this little stint that I've been doing, I haven't. But before I did a ton of Supernatural to keep myself more fit to help out. So I was doing a lot of Les Mills body combat and I was doing a lot of Supernatural and I did some VR workout for a while as well too last year to help me keep myself fit.
I did a bunch of that.
Or in somewhat a good shape. Currently for this program, what I've been working since March has really literally been, just cutting way back on the food that I eat, the type of food that I eat. Cutting carbs and starches will destroy your body. They just will. They're not good for you, especially if you are a person who works out constantly and has a lot of and has a great metabolism and you can work through it and burn through that stuff or you exercise constantly, carbs and starches are okay for you. But if you are not, if you are older, or if you don't have a good metabolism, or if you're just a person who doesn't have a chance to go out and work out constantly, like I hear people talk all the time, like, "Oh, rice is really good for you." Rice is not good for you. Like it may be health wise, like what's in it is good for you.
It's not bad for you, like health wise, but it's not good for you.
No, if you're a person who has a slow metabolism or again doesn't get a weight loss, I mean, if you eat rice constantly, you are going to pack on the pounds, just like eating pasta, just like eating bread, just like carbs and starches will destroy you. Like, and that's where I got into a bad thing where I was just too many carbs, too many
breads, burgers, pastas, all that kind of stuff. Yep.
It's
the highway to diabetes.
Exactly. That too. Yeah. All the sugar too. Then they forget about carbs and starches, and then endless cookies and like all that shit. Brown rice is definitely better for you for sure. If you're gonna do rice, do brown rice. I mean, if you're gonna do rice. But again, I'm not saying don't do rice. I'm just saying if you're a person who has a weight issue, I would say try and stay away from carbs and starches. Like. Literally now, I eat a piece of bread and I'm like, I can't even move. Forget it. So McDonald's is good for you. McDonald's is good for you.
That's what their ad says. Yeah.
Go there for their ice cream. You'll never eat because the machine's always broken.
The machine's always broken. That's right. You'll never gain weight.
Yeah,
they do have the best Coke. I'll give them that.
You know what I do love, and then I'll say rice. This is the thing that where I do get some rice. I'm a sushi fan, and I can eat sushi probably 4 times a week. I'm just a huge fan of different types of sushi, and while there is rice there and some of that, it's limited. And if you're doing just sushi, you're okay. For something like that. But sushi is probably one of the most healthy things you could probably eat. Everything in moderation, of course. You know what I mean? And I ate carbs today. I ate starches today. You know what I mean? It's all about moderation and that's what it is for me. It's about where you sacrifice, where you don't sacrifice, and just trying to treat your body better. And for a long time in my entire life, I did not treat my body well. Drank too much for a long time and smoked for a long time.
I hear you. We're 70s and 80s kids, man. That's just what we did.
That's what we did.
We drank and we smoked.
If you weren't drinking by like time, or if you weren't drinking and smoking by the time you were 15
13.
or yeah. You get kicked out of your house. Like, how dare you get going? You're an underachiever.
Yeah, exactly. Ridiculous.
Funny. Quest Plus. I'll finish this there. It's such a good buy. I think we're going to talk about this more, Todd. I think it's something we should do a Quest Plus update every month, going over what the new rotation of games are and what the 2 new recommended titles from Meta is.
Done deal. That's a great idea.
We should put that into our rotation of covering it every month, letting people know how freaking good it is. I feel like we've talked about everything but VR.
I know it's not necessarily bad. This is the best part about this podcast. Is we talk about whatever the hell we want.
I know, seriously.
It's
One of the. I really do think that we could just not talk about VR and still have a good podcast.
Yeah, totally.
I'm okay with that. But I do love virtual reality, and I do want to talk about it. I want to talk about I'm gonna talk really quick about the Deckard, just because there's not a ton of news here, other than it looks, Todd, like we are going to see this Deckard finally.
I think 2025 is the year of the Deckard. Yeah,
I think so too. I think we'll see it in 2025. I don't think we'll see it until late 2025. Yeah. We may see an announcement in the springtime.
I think that's fair. Yep. I know they're ramping up production. According to Brad, factories are, on the go and pumping out parts and stuff, which is great. But this all takes lots of time. So even if they're at that production stage, they're nowhere near retail stage. So it'll be a while, but at least it's coming.
Yeah, and we've seen the first pictures of the controllers, of what we believe the controllers will be. The Roy, they're calling them the Roy controllers for the Valve Deckard. Yeah, and they look very much like the Quest controllers, except that you have a D-pad on them. Did you notice that?
I did, and they're missing a button too, I think.
Yeah, they have a couple of different buttons. They have some contextual tap buttons. They have 3 buttons on there, or 4 buttons on there, like you would see on a controller, right?
But the left button doesn't have any AB buttons.
Yeah, they look like they're all on one side, and you have the D-pad on the other side.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like a little controller they've split up.
It definitely looks more like what you would consider like a PlayStation controller, with a D-pad on the left and then the buttons on the right. And here's my hypothesis, and I'm sure maybe Brad has said this, other places have said this. I just haven't seen it yet because I haven't read a whole bunch of other stuff on it that other people have been doing. I believe that they very much will be tying into this new Valve Deckard. They will be tying in their Valve Steam Deck. And I believe that you're going to see basically all your Steam Deck games be played on this headset, because that's how the Steam Deck is laid out. Steam Deck is laid out, D-pad on the left, 4 buttons on the right. And that makes a whole bunch of sense, because to me, if you're doing this just for VR, why the D-pad? It's just not necessary. You don't need a D-pad.
Yeah.
There's got to be a reason for the D-pad. And I think it's because, number one, I think they're going to push Steam games, flat games, in the headset.
Flat games into the headset and not have to pair an Xbox controller. You can just continue to use your controllers.
Yeah, immersive gaming inside the headset with immersive gaming, immersive flat gaming inside your headset, and you can do it with your Valve Deckard. You don't even need your PC. Or not your Valve Deckard, but your Valve Steam Deck. So you could be away, not have your PC, but have your Steam Deck, and then run your Steam Deck into your headset and play your Steam games.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's it could be. I might be wrong, but I believe that's what it is. It makes sense to me for that way.
Yeah, I was all over Reddit this afternoon looking up Deckard leaks to see if anything new had popped up, and I had a lot of hits on developers complaining about button placement and the frustration of having to reprogram your game. It seems like from a consumer level kind of thing, moving the 2 buttons from the left controller to the right controller, so all 4 are on the right, makes sense as a gamer. But as a developer who uses those buttons on your left and right hand, that they're pissed. Yeah. And I get it. It's a little frustrating. Now they have to go in and recode. They can't just port their game from one platform to another. They have to recode and retweak everything because the controllers have changed that much. So I kind of feel their pain given the industry we work in now. But at the same time, maybe there's a light at the end of the tunnel. If you can do more with the headset, then, it might be worth the change.
This is the absolute weird situation that we find ourselves in. Especially me now, where I'm sitting on the thing trying to make decisions of where we put our games and how we get them there and what kind of resources we put to getting them there. I am completely geeking out over what the Valve Deckard will be, and these controllers. I'm like, shit, yeah, give me cool different controllers. I'm all about it. And then again, our developers are like, this is going to be a freaking nightmare because now we've got to completely remap
they've been
controllers.
saying stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, as soon as this has come out, I mean, and in our Flat to VR, studios Discord, where every one of our main developers was like, this looks freaking cool, but man, this is not going to be easy. There's things that we have to think about now, like what are we going to do? How do we map the controls out? Because if you already have something that's already set to be certain control wise, and then you throw a whole monkey wrench into like having 4 buttons on your right hand, and can you imagine if with one thumb having to manipulate in a VR headset all of those buttons? Now you only have 2 to work with on left, 2 to work with on the right. Okay, so that's a little bit easier. You can find those,
and they both fit under your thumb. So it's the top of your thumb or the bottom of your thumb. They're perfectly placed, but no more.
So for new games, it's a little easier because if you're developing for that headset now, it's a little bit easier because you can figure things out as you go. But if you're going to put your old games there, well, now I've already got things mapped out a certain way. I've got to go back in and change those things for a new controller. And somebody mentioned here, Michael Verheyen said the bumpers, or somebody said bumpers. There's bumpers on the back too, like you would see on an Xbox or
Archie Robbie, yeah.
Or I'm sorry, Archie Robbie. Thank you. Said the bumpers on the back. That's an important point too, because now you got these bumpers, plus you got your grips, then you have your triggers. So like now we have another thing. Like, what are we going to do with these things? So, it is just an added thing, and for me, it's like a duality with me now because I'm freaking geeking out, man. I'm like, this is going to be cool.
Yeah, bumpers are going to be awesome. Really,
we have all these different things now that we can do. But yeah. I'm still excited. I don't care. I'm like we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'm the VR gamer inside of me is like I'm interested. I want to see more. And
yeah, like new innovation, changing things up. We can't be doing the same old for the next 5 years. We got to change shit, and that's great. But when you work on the other side of the table at the same time, it's like, that's great. But now, if we wanted to take our game that's 2 years old and put it in, I got to hire a development team to do that, because the team currently is working on the game now, and the team that did the game before, we laid them off 6 months ago. Like, it's going to be a nightmare for people to try and put their games over there.
Yeah, Wes says
you can use the D-pad, but it's not as convenient. It's not as functionally comfortable.
Contextual tap buttons.
It's a big deal, man.
Different than a D-pad. I mean, I think you could. I think he's right. You could definitely do it. I don't think it would be as good having the tapped buttons than the D-pad. Like and for me, I'm like, well, why would you? Like, I guess if you have no choice and you're going to have to do that, and you want to have control, if you want to have button manipulation on both sides of the controllers, you're going to have to. These are the things you're going to have to figure out. Like, we'll have to figure those things out. But it's not. I don't think it would be as good as having the buttons. But I think it would definitely work. I think you're right. Yeah. It's just going to be different, and we'll figure it out as we go. But again, for me, I'm a geek, so I'm excited about it and see what we can do with it. I'm just happy the fucking thing is coming finally, Todd.
That's the biggest takeaway. We've seen now leaks of the controllers. It does exist. That's all I care about. So, I'm sure Brad is finally sleeping a little bit more.
You think Brad's Brad's having a baby, you said, huh?
He is. Yeah, he posted on Twitter today. He had a picture of his, like one of those womb pictures, whatever they're called.
An ultrasound?
That's the word.
Those womb pictures. Oh my God! Why don't you just call him fat?
He's just fat. Yeah. But he put an index or something on the picture. It looked hilarious. It was
my God,
cool.
That would be Brad for sure.
Yeah,
I wonder if he'll name his son Deckard.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
If he's having a boy,
I'm pretty sure it is a boy.
If it's a boy, he's got to name him Deckard. Like, that is a fucking great name,
or at least a middle name of Deckard.
Wasn't Harrison Ford?
Genius.
Wasn't Harrison Ford's character in oh shit?
Yeah, he was Deckard in a movie.
And what was that? What the hell was that? What was that movie? I'm blanking. Help me out, chat. It's one of my favorite movies. I can't believe it. Rutger Hauer was in it. Oh my God. What was the movie? I'm freaking blanking. How am I ranking? Blade Runner. Thank you.
Blade Runner.
Thank you, Archie. Oh my God. I had one of those moments where I'm like, God damn, I am 50. I can't remember shit. Blade Runner is an amazing movie. And I think his name was Deckard, right?
It
Isn't
was.
that-
Yep.
Yeah. That's interesting.
That's a great name, Deckard.
Definitely do that. I would, if it was a girl or a boy, it would be Deckard for me.
Yeah.
I may change my daughter's name now.
Right? I'm thinking the
It's
same
Deckard.
thing. Riley,
Charlie,
you're watching?
changing your name officially.
Dominic's name's Dominic. We'll just change it to Deckard.
I love
Still
it.
a D. Yeah.
Sorry, Dominic. It's still a D. You're safe. You're good.
You're safe. Your signature's fine. Yeah, you'll be all right.
That's it. Again, I'm just happy it's coming out, Todd. Like I literally was like, we may never see this thing. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's always the same thing with Valve. It's like pie in the sky. They're like, they could give a shit. They don't need to put another headset out. Like they can be fine not doing anything. And they were just going to take their time and do whatever the hell they want to do. So like for me, I was kind of over it. Like I was like,
well, there's so many choices now, so many headsets, and the Quest 3 is a great Steam headset. Like that, I don't use my Steam VR headsets. I use my Quest. Am I gonna use a Deckard? I don't know. Like it's gonna have to do some really fancy shit for me to not want to use my Quest.
You know what I'm about to like dive deep into, which I've done a little bit on so far. Not enough, is using my PlayStation VR2 as a Steam VR headset now. I've done a little bit on it now since I've had the converter and since I've been home. I haven't done as much as I wanted to yet, but it's been great so far. And God, if that headset was a little bit more comfortable, I would almost say it could become my daily driver for PCVR.
It's just so goddamn big.
It's just uncomfortable.
I can deal with it.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable, man. I'll never use it as a daily driver. Never.
The problem is I don't currently have any third party.
Sure you do. You have an HTC Vive.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, I have a ton of headsets. I mean, I don't currently have any third party peripherals on the PlayStation VR2 for comfort.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I've
got the globular cluster thing, and it doesn't make a difference.
Doesn't make a difference for you? Because I hear that there's people out there that tell me
20% more comfortable, maybe.
Well, I've heard people out there say you can't use it without it. Like it's a must-have if you're going to use it. And I don't think like Wes uses it all the time, and I don't think he uses anything on his. And he didn't. I just think he has one of those faces or one of those heads where it doesn't bother him. For me,
that could be.
It doesn't bother me like when I first put it on, but eventually what happens is the accordion face gasket does not have enough cushion in it, and the lenses ultimately start sitting on the bridge of my nose, and they hurt.
Yep.
After time, where I can wear the Quest for hours. I wore the Quest I wore the Quest 2 for 12 hours one time in a live stream, and it wasn't uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Awesome Tatum says, Eric, oh man, get the globular cluster, fixed all my issues with the PSVR2, like slipping.
I can show you.
There's another thing. Yeah, go grab it, because I want to see it. I need to see it because other than comfort, Tatum, that's the other thing that bothers me the most is it constantly slides down on my face. So like the sweet spot is so small with this freaking headset that if it moves at all, you're out of the sweet spot and it's blurry as shit. And this headset is so front heavy, and I cannot get it to sit properly or tight enough to where it wants to stay put on the front of my face. So it's the head strap on the top.
Yeah.
And what is it? Is there a back pad or something too?
And a huge back pad. The back pad gets replaced, and it's super comfortable compared to what
is the gasket different?
It's bigger.
The facial gasket.
Nothing up here has changed.
Okay, nothing up there.
Exactly.
See, to me, that's
all it is a padding up here.
Yep.
A padding.
Do you have the headphones on there too?
And the head strap. Yeah, these are the Bobo headphones, man. They're the best headphones.
I got those somewhere here. I haven't taken those out of the box either.
So freaking. They just sit on top of your ear. Yeah. I love these headphones.
Oh goddamn! I have to get those out of the box.
They're super comfortable.
I use the the problem is there's no way the sound quality is as good as these. These are the
probably not, but my ears sweat with those things on for too long.
Yeah, these are the Sony Pulse. And the ear quality for these the audio quality for these is unmatched. Like literally, it's a different experience. Like playing something like Trombone Champ. I've only played Trombone Champ on the Quest until I got the PlayStation, and I put this on, and it was like playing a different game. The audio is so much better. It's like playing a different game now with these than it is just the regular Quest audio. But again, these are hot. Like if you're summertime with a freaking PlayStation and then putting these on, they're hot on your ears. And it's going to add to your heat. But the audio is freaking fantastic.
If you have a pair of these Bobo things, you got to try them.
I will. I got them. Yeah, I got everything. I'm sitting here in the box. Yeah, I just got to open them up and take a look. I have a couple of audio solutions for the. I have a globular cluster one too. Wes said comfort isn't a thing for me. I think it's comfortable. I do have to readjust for the sweet spot every now and then, though. I think everybody's a little bit different, right? It does fit on people's heads a little bit differently. There are certain headsets that people have issues with that I don't have any, and I'm like, I don't understand that. Like, was it the Quest Pro? People had a problem with the Quest Pro. I thought it was one of the most comfortable headsets I ever had.
I loved that one. Yep.
But people were like, "Oh, the Quest Pro."
It's not a secret. I got a big head, and inside the PSVR2, it just does not fit well. Like,
you know what I got for my somebody sent me something to test for my Apple Vision Pro.
Oh, AMVR maybe or Am Pro or something.
Ana Pro, yeah. This is
Pro,
this.
yeah.
I have to look at this too.
It's great. It's comfortable.
Is it good? I currently don't have anything on my Apple Vision Pro.
It's good. And it doesn't. They had an older one. That might actually be the older one. Looking at the box, but I got a big head, so it didn't quite fit me the way I wanted it. But they're coming out with a new version that's for larger heads.
They sent this too, and I haven't had a chance to look at this yet either. But it looks like a Bobo strap. Ana Pro A3 Max battery head strap. Wow, it's like a big battery that sticks off the back. It's like a big battery. You see it? It's like the battery comes off like and it's magnetic. Like large. The battery is like that big off the back. It's like clips on the back. But,
that's a Quest head strap.
Yeah, Quest. Yeah, Quest. Yeah. But it's interesting. I'll take a look at that too at some point. Hey, it's not even just VR shit, Todd. I guess so. Some company just wanted to send me headphones. This company, Picune, I don't know. They're just like, hey, can you test these out? And I'm like, no. And they sent them to me anyway. So I got some purple headphones. I'll probably give to my daughter. Like,
give them to Charlie. Yeah, exactly.
They sent me
oh my God, yeah, Riley would love those.
All right, I'm sending them to Riley.
Yeah, give them to Charlie.
Riley probably likes me more than my daughter does. Too funny. Yeah, I at some point I just need to take like an hour and just go through this stuff. There's so much stuff, Todd.
I just figure out what it is you actually want to review and what you don't, and we'll just give away the stuff you don't.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Hip Elf says I got the Haptics Pro pre-ordered. Very nice. Yeah, BiHaptics has a new line of some new line of vests. I think we will probably see some of those headed our way to take a look at those, Toddy. For us to check them out. I'm interested to see what these new.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing those. So,
yep, hopefully we'll have some reports on that for you. Michael Verheyen says, when will the Bluetooth headphone work on Quest without delay? I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I currently don't use any audio solution for the Quest because I don't want to if I don't have to. There was one out there that was actually pretty good. Was it the
might have been Pixar
Prism XR. Prism XR
pretty good actually.
They had a good one that was actually probably the lowest
latency between Bluetooth and the headset. Yeah, it was good.
Yep. Restream Archie Robbie says, how is the K4 boost from Kiwi? I haven't tried it yet.
I haven't tried it, and I don't want to open it because we're giving it away in the head. So Eric's going to open his and check it out. I'm going to leave mine sealed so we can give it away.
Definitely. I'll open mine and we'll go through and take a look at it. I cannot believe they're still making all these head straps. Like literally, there's so many companies that still make head straps nowadays. Like Kiwi and Bobo and Ana Pro and AMVR, CCBYVR, CYBVR, Destech, Razer makes a freaking head strap for a Quest 3. This is just amazing how many there's still out there. Prism, I haven't heard much from Prism in a while, but they did make some good stuff. We tested and covered them for the channel. They actually had a good lineup
of stuff. Their belt I still use. It's down here.
And I got the belt somewhere.
The belt battery packs. It's great for long VR sessions for sure.
You know what I got to test out, which I haven't had a ton of time to do anything with, is when I get back into some shooters. I have Tass has his whatever he calls his new Gunstock. I have to check that out.
Yeah, I got one around here too as well. I just haven't been into any shooting games lately, so
Haven't been in anything but Trombone Champ lately,
yeah,
or,
right?
or RoboQuest. So I could probably try it with RoboQuest. It might work. I have to see if it could work with RoboQuest. That's probably somewhere where I'll test it. Hip Elf is when are y'all testing the Quest 4 out?
Who says I haven't?
Good question. Good question. All right, so let's talk. You know that we'll put a pin in the Deckard. You know, I'm super excited for it. I do think that we may hear something springtime about it. I think that's a possibility. I think we'll see it probably late of 2025 if we do see it in 2025, which I hope. But I think that's when we would see it. There will be new headsets next year besides Deckard. If Deckard's coming in 2025, there will be another one. I know there will be. I can tell you right now there will be. I can't tell you what it will be, but there will be another headset in 2025. There will be probably multiple headsets in 2025.
I think there will be multiple headsets. Yeah.
So we will see now where they will sit. I can't tell you, where they will sit and what kind of consumer product they are. I don't know. Will it be Apple level? Will it be hybrid between Apple and Quest Pro? Will it be Quest 3 Plus level? Will it be Quest 3 Equal level? I don't know exactly. I don't even know exactly where the Deckard will fall. But I can tell you there are other headsets coming. And I'm very excited. I'm very excited for what 2025 holds. We still, whenever we have a hardware year, I'm super excited. We just got through with the Vive Focus Plus. Is that what it was called?
No, the Vive Focus Vision.
Vive Focus Vision, which you liked a lot.
I did actually.
We were a little mixed on
right
this.
There.
Yeah, we haven't discussed this a bunch. I do have mine over there as well. I am a huge fan of HTC and the people there. You like this headset?
I found it very comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Fresnel lens fan, and it's like beating a dead horse. Everybody knows they suck.
Yeah.
I think if they put pancake lenses in it, the price would have gone through the roof. Everyone would have bitched about that. So they're in a tough spot trying to make a standalone headset that also doesn't do does a PCVR headset that also does standalone sort of. I think they probably should have just stuck with PCVR. But
HTC always misses the mark for me.
They do. They missed it a little bit. But comfort-wise, it's more comfortable than the Index, and I really like the Index. Comfort-wise,
yeah, I think it's good. I mean, I don't think it's like any. I didn't put it on and go, "Wow, this is the most comfortable headset I ever wore." But I did put it on. I did put it on and go, "Wow, this pass-through looks like dog shit. Like this is
the pass-through is terrible.
This is the worst pass-through I've ever seen." And I'm like, "What are they doing? Well, why are you doing this?
Why even bother?" I look at it as a Steam headset. To me, it'll be like my PCVR. Like my controllers are hanging right here for it.
Yeah.
If I'm going to use a plugged-in headset, that would be the one I'll use.
I know Skiva liked this headset too. I think Skiva gave it a good review as well. I just don't understand it. That's my biggest thing. Like, if you want it, and again, HTC, I applaud them for being here. The people that they have in their company are amazing people, and I call them friends. But again, I just said this earlier. I'm going to call it like it is. Like, they sent me this headset to review, and I did not put a review out. Todd put a review out because he enjoyed it. If I put my review out, they would not have been happy with that. So I didn't put a review out. Like,
they're anal on their reviews too. Like they make you. Thankfully, I didn't have to edit anything, and I did. They didn't want reviews going out comparing it to other headsets, and I think that's a miss. Like that's the whole point of a review is to compare it to what's available on the market. So I compared it to everything: Apple Vision Pro, Big Screen Beyond, Quest 3, Quest 2, and I don't know. I think it's overpriced. I think the pass-through is a little gimmicky. Steam VR worked great. Do I need it in a Steam VR headset?
To me, like to be fair, if I'm going to put a Steam VR headset on and I'm just going to use it for a Steam VR headset, go get the Quest. Go get the Pimax Crystal.
See, I've never used one of those, so I don't
it's a better headset. Like it's for fidelity and what you're going to use it for. If you're using it just for that, like they missed the mark, and it's because again, you're not. They're trying to be both, right? And that's why they're saying, "Hey, we're better than them because we're both." But the problem is they're both is not good. Like they're like they can't. They're not a Quest. They can't compete with their pass through is garbage. It's
there's nothing to play on their
It'll get you sick.
store.
Yeah, no, 100%. So then if you're just saying this is a PCVR headset only, they're not as good as probably the PlayStation, what the PlayStation can do, PlayStation VR2, and they're not as good as the Pimax Crystal, and those are both cheaper. So like I think again, I don't understand the headset. Like if somebody from there sat me down and was like, okay, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it, and they made sense to me and they explained it to me, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. And you could change my mind, then maybe I would say differently. But right now, I don't understand the headset. It's just like the Vive Flow. Vive Flow was cool tech at the time. Like I looked at it, I bought it.
Yeah.
I bought it. I reached out. I'm like, hey, I want to buy this thing. Will you send it to me? And they're like, no, we're not going to send it to you. I'm like, well, can you give me a discount? And I'll review this thing. And they're like, okay, we'll give you free discount. So I paid for this thing. I pre-ordered it. And I don't know. I was like, I got it. And I'm like, okay, and it's cool tech because it's tiny and it's small, but I can't fucking do anything with it. It's a freaking, it's a paperweight, man. Like there's nothing to do here. It was basically it was a headset that you could use for wellness, mental wellness, because you could meditate in it. And that's what they made the entire $500 headset for.
At the time, yeah.
Was basically that. And I'm like, this is not what you said it was originally. And then they came out later and like, yeah, this is a meditative headset. And I'm like, what? I could play Squingle in it. It was the only game that was in there was Squingle. I didn't get that headset at all, man. Like, and so the HTC, they do this all the time. Like, the HTC Vive XR Elite. I thought it was a good headset, but they missed the mark on what they could have done with it because they shipped it with the XR2 Gen 1 chip.
Yeah.
If they waited 6 months.
Yep. Not even.
Right after they launched, Quest came out with the Gen 2 chip in the Quest 3
for 5 times less money.
So I'm like, well, what is? And they were pushing, and they were pushing that headset as a mixed reality standalone headset. So now I'm like, well, what are you trying to do with this XR Elite headset? Because it became a cool headset that I thought was great.
Yeah,
they were trumped 3 months later, 4 months later, whatever it was.
It had comfort issues too. It was not comfortable.
The battery thing was weird. The way the battery jacked into the back and everything.
We saw it at CES and we were like freaking out. We were so excited about it, and we had tried it on. They took me into a room and I got to try it in glasses mode. It was a 20-minute demo. It was cool. It was new. It was really like the crystal clear. The lenses were great. But the one once it released and we got to try them for longer periods of time, it was like, oh, well, this is uncomfortable as hell. And what am I going to do with this? I got a Quest 3. Yeah, it was frustrating.
Hey, I just want to say we have almost 90 people watching us live across a couple of different platforms here, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking some time on your Thanksgiving night to kind of hang out with us and listen to us ramble on about headsets and VR.
91 with Archie Robbie over on Kick.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Thank you, Archie Robbie over on Kick. 91 people. Yeah, I wish we could pull in some more numbers from other platforms we are, but
it doesn't tell us everything.
They're all the way out there because I think we usually would probably be in the hundreds, but we appreciate you guys being here, and we know you could be other places right now on a Thanksgiving night, but you're here with us. And Todd, I think let's hit our final topic. I want to get into the Quest 3S and the PlayStation VR2 because I am uncertain. I thought I knew coming into the season what headset that I would recommend to people when they ask. We are in a situation, you're yourself, myself, where we are asked by a lot of people that are coming into this ecosystem for the first time, what do I buy? Where do I buy it? How much do I buy it? Why am I buying it for? What do I get? Like I get this question all the time from family and friends and people trying to figure this out. I'm buying this thing for my son, my daughter, my kids, my nephews, my grandkids. What do I get? I don't understand it. What do I buy? And I normally have a good answer for them where I'm very confident that I'm going to point them in the right direction because I know you're probably like me. I don't want to have somebody go spend money on something and I don't feel comfortable putting them there. So normally
they associate that with us, and then they come back. They're like, "I bought this because you guys told me to, and it's a piece of shit." And we're like, "Oh, oops, my bad."
So I'm usually very much like, okay, as long as I believe in what I'm saying, I'm good with it, and I will tell you exactly my opinion where I think you should go. My problem I have coming into this season, Todd, is I don't know where I'm having a tough time deciding where I want to send them. And what are your thoughts? Are you having a tough time? Because it's I could see it go either way right now. I could see be like, no, I know where I'm going, and this is the right move for me. I thought I was going to be solid in one direction, and I am wavering.
And there's only two choices in this discussion.
Only two.
I'm not only wavering. Two. But I have a jaded relationship with one of the headsets. So, and I think for the money, you need more things. And with one of them, you don't need more things, and it's just as good or better of an experience, I think.
So yeah, and I agree. And so let's caveat this by saying, look, if you're coming in, so we're talking about the PlayStation VR2, we're talking about the Quest 3S. I'm not even going to talk about the Quest 3. Let's take the Quest 3 out of it, okay? Yeah. Let's talk about the Quest 3S. That's the headset of the season right now at $299. Let's talk about the deals first. Quest 3S at Target right now, Todd, you can get it for $299 and a $75 gift card. Batman 3 and Quest Plus for 3 months. That is a
That's crazy. That's basically free.
$299. Let me add all this up. Gift card that you can buy whatever you want with.
So it's $299 or $399?
$299.
$299 minus the $75 for the gift card.
Right.
Minus what's Batman? $40? $39?
$49.99 for Batman.
So $50 for minus $50 for Batman.
And Quest 3S is would be like what? 8, 16.
What is it? $8 a month?
Yeah.
$32?
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting a Quest 3 for
no. With 3 months, $24.
Oh, plus 8 then. $215.
That's a good deal, man.
That's crazy. That's cheaper than the Quest 2 was, and they sold millions of them.
I mean, no, I get, we're adding up things that, you're not getting that money off. So you're spending, money out of your pocket. Yeah, it's value. We're figuring value. You're still spending out of your pocket.
Correct.
$300+ plus tax, right?
Right.
So it sounds like it's no brainer. Like, and very much I was on board with, this is the no brainer. This is the headset to buy. I'm not even going to think about it. Done and done. It's a standalone headset. It has hundreds of games on it, almost thousands of games. We're getting close to the point where we're going to eventually have thousands of games available on this headset.
But it's not just a standalone headset. It can also connect to those who have PCs and can play every PCVR title that's out on the market. It'll play
Absolutely. And it can play it wirelessly. It can play it wired, wirelessly. You can do the standalone. It has all these games on it that you want to play. It's amazing. It's lightweight. Fits good. Feels comfortable. But here's the kicker. PlayStation VR2, Sony finally puts this mother freaking thing on sale. Finally, we've been asking
last year. Jesus. Yeah.
You can get it right now for $350. $350. And if anybody has seen it out there for cheaper, or where you get where you can get it either cheaper than
Black Friday sales,
or if you're getting something else with it that's added to it, like a coupon or a gift card, like the Target thing, let me know now. But what I've seen is a Black Friday deal with $350 for the PlayStation VR2 bundle with Call of the Mountain, right? That's where it is.
It's Call of the Mountain still, yeah.
So
2 years later, it's still the same game.
Well, that's because they're still using the stock from 2 years ago.
Right, because they didn't sell any, because they couldn't put them on sale.
Otherwise, I think they would have bundled it with something else by now. But they're not making any new ones. They're not putting any more bundle. They're not making anything else. They're trying to use up the stock they currently have. Michael Vera says, "Is this a meta advertising channel?" Well, hang on, brother.
Call him spade, man.
Give me a chance to talk, bro, because I'm telling you right now that I have wavered, and I do believe that I'm going to make a case for the PlayStation VR2 to be the better buy this season, because at $350, and if you already own a PlayStation 5, which many people do, Okay, there's millions and millions of PlayStation 5s out there now. Finally, they're getting out there. There are so many PlayStations out there now that I do think that if you're not using that into your equation, that you have to go out and spend the money on a PlayStation 5, and you already have it, you already have certain stuff there, that for $350 with Call of the Mountain, and the fact that you can now get the adapter and make this thing a PCVR headset.
Corded, not cordless.
Okay, that's fine. But if cords are big, see, again, the cord's not a huge problem for me. Like, it's not that bad for me because what I'm going to get with it. To me, I know it doesn't have pancake lenses, and that's an issue, but the OLED lenses in that PlayStation VR2 headset with colors in black, and the darks and the blacks, it outshines the Quest 3 every time I put it on. Like, I put it on and I'm like, holy shit, this thing looks great. Like, if it ever had that fidelity that it has with the OLED plus pancake, then it would be game over. But even then, with the OLED lenses without being pancake, I'm okay with it because it looks so freaking good. Now we're going to add in the controllers, which by far are way better than the Quest controllers. The adaptive triggers and the haptics you get in the controllers are by far better than the Quest controllers.
I'll give you that. Yep.
Now I'm going to add in foveated rendering with eye tracking. And I'm going to add in the headset haptics as well, because it makes a difference, man. I'm telling you, it makes a difference. The wider field of view, the headset haptics, the controllers, the OLED lenses. Now I'm going to kick it into gear. It has the best library of high-end, full-blown AAA games that you are going to find. I'm telling you now. It has, to me, it's either as good or better than the Quest library when it comes to some amazing experiences that you cannot get anywhere else. I'm telling you now that I don't know where I would send people. I want, if people are telling me that if they don't care that much about standalone and wire is not an issue, I am telling them right now, and they have a PC
and they own a PlayStation.
Go get this headset, because I'm telling, because Todd, you haven't even had a chance to try it yet. UEVR, if you have a PC, you're jumping into this headset on your PC and playing UEVR games that are freaking gorgeous, man, with this headset. And I'm telling you, and I already told you earlier that this headset is not super comfortable for me.
Right. So why wouldn't I just use a Quest 3 to do it?
Because it's for what I can get out of it, it's almost worth it. It's almost worth it. Like, I want to say I think it's worth it. Like, I do. Like, I'm there, because I'm still going to tell you right now, some of the best experiences I've ever had in a VR headset have happened on that VR headset.
That's only because Resident Evil and Gran Turismo are only available on that headset.
Okay, but that's where they are, right?
Well,
change that. Like,
it's not because it's a great headset. It's because Sony won't let them go anywhere else.
No, but I'm telling you that. But it's with the headset too that helps it. But I'm telling you, those experiences alone, if somebody's gonna ask me, what's the best game I played in the last couple of years, or what's the best handful of games? Okay, I'm gonna say Gran Turismo 7. I'm gonna say Resident Evil 8 and Resident Evil 4. I might even throw Call of the Mountain in there. I love Call of the Mountain. I think it's a great game. I know people, kick on it, but I think it's a great game. What am I missing here? Switchback.
Switchback was great. I finished that one.
Light Brigade. It's the best platform to play Light Brigade. If you like Light Brigade, I think it's a freaking great game. I
think if you're a hardcore gamer, I think you might have a case. But I think that Joe Blow going out to get into VR, has a PlayStation at home. We'll give him that. Wants to try VR. I think the Quest is a better headset. You can play it in your living room. Your wife kicks you out, go play it in your bedroom. Your wife kicks you out, go to your garage. Your wife kicks you out, go take it outside. You want to go to a friend's house, you're going to Thanksgiving, take it with you, show you all your friends. You want to play multiple headsets in the same room like Spatial Ops, go knock yourself out. Try doing that with 6 PlayStations in your house. Never gonna fucking happen.
I get it.
It has better lenses. It has head haptics. It has all this cool techie shit. But for the guy with $350 in his pocket, the Quest is a better headset.
Yeah, but I think you're overly dismissing those things. Like, you're saying them quickly and like, oh, I get it. They're cool, but they're not like that cool. They're that fucking cool, man. Like, I'm telling you right now, like the experiences that you have, like, and Wes mentions the Synapse. There's another one. Synapse you can't play anywhere else. It is one of the best games I played last year.
It would be really cool if it was on other headsets.
I'm not saying it wasn't, but it's not. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter that it would be. It's not. That means the only place I can play it is there.
Pigeonholing me into buy a PlayStation VR2.
But that's where the games are. That's where you got to go. So I'm saying where
can you play Walkabout on PlayStation VR2?
Somebody. You know, that's where and again, you get the better quality of headset. Like to me, the fidelity in that headset is better than the Quest 3. Like, and again, I love the Quest 3. I
guy with $400 in his pocket who is like listening to all his friends, comes across our video on YouTube and says, "Oh fuck, VR looks cool." Do you think he's gonna notice that much of a difference?
Yes.
Playing,
if he went back and forth, yes.
And you think that outweighs all the benefits of being able to take it wherever you want, have multiple people in your house, you know, play it anywhere, travel with it, use it on an airplane. For $350, there's so much more you can do with a Quest. And I sound like a Quest fucking fanboy, but it's true.
I get you, and there's compelling cases to make for both. What I'm really saying here is coming into the season, coming in like 3 months ago. This is not a thought. This is not because we knew the Quest 3S was coming 3 months ago. I knew 6 months ago.
Yeah, we knew.
I knew the price point. Okay, so I knew that going in. This wasn't even a consideration for me. This wasn't a fight. This wasn't me going in my head, okay, which one's better? And I'm telling you now, I don't know. Like I am undecided. Like at some point here, I'm going to have to make a decision. But I like even now going back and forth with you, I don't know where I sit with this. Like, because I literally want to tell you, I still think it's better.
I don't think it's better. What I'm trying to get across is it's definitely better. I'll give you that. But I don't think that's going to make the Quest 3 experience bad.
No. I don't think it makes it bad.
All the added things you can do, I think you're not going to convince me. I don't find it comfortable. The fact that I can only play it 8 feet from my PlayStation. There's no way you're going to convince me it's a better headset. And I agree that the head haptics is awesome. The Star Wars game on there is the best place to play that game.
100%. Not even
100%.
So many more that are better.
But I can't play it in my living room. I got to fucking play it here.
I hear you. I just told you just now. A game that we made. The game that we made. That I've been playing forever on the Quest. That's an amazing experience there. I'd rather play it on the PlayStation. I'd rather play it on. It's a better
the only place where you can actually pass out. Head haptics. You run out of breath. It actually vibrates.
It's so good. It's so good. But here's the deal, though. Like, if the person comes to me and says, "Look, I want the best gaming I can get," and they're like, all else is doesn't really matter. My opinion is I want the best gaming and the best fidelity I can get. If they're telling me that, I'm sending them to this headset. Because this headset, I'm telling you now, like you haven't had a chance to try it on PCVR yet. It will blow you away. And I haven't even done as much as I
don't have that kit, so I gotta
you should just get it. It's $60. Go get it. It's worth it just to try it, just so you can talk about it. But like, man, I'm telling you, when you get in there and you can use that headset is you're open up to every you're open up to every PCVR game. It's already just a PCVR game, but then you open up UEVR, which is crazy, man. And the way it looks, it's great. And again, the audio is fantastic with those headphones. And I guarantee you could find other audios that's good for the Quest 2, but like the Quest as well. But I'm telling you, when you use that audio on the PlayStation 5, when you have the PlayStation 5 driving the audio and the PlayStation 5 audio that they have in there, it's next level. It's probably one of the best audio solutions I've ever seen.
It's close to Apple Vision Pro kind of stuff, because that spatial audio on Apple Vision Pro is pretty freaking amazing.
Wes says the converter is the PC adapter is on sale at some places for $40. It was $60, so yeah, it's now $40. So it's
I'll have to look and see if it's even available up here. I'm sure it is.
So here's what I would say: if you can get both, I definitely recommend to get both. Definitely.
Yeah, there's an argument for that. This is the best way to experience standalone and PCVR and console VR is Quest 3S and a PlayStation VR2. I'm definitely not going to counter that. That's a great choice. You had $700 to spend, and you already own a PlayStation. Great deal. And I'm glad to see that they dropped the price. You know, we've been bitching about PlayStation not doing anything to promote their headsets, and I know this is just a last-ditch effort to get rid of inventory, but I don't care. It's going to get more people into PlayStation VR2, which is great.
Yeah. I never thought I'd be here. I never thought I'd be at this point where I'm like, I don't know which one I go. I just don't like. But you know, I'm glad that I've had all these experiences on the PlayStation. Like, I jumped into GT7 again just the other day, and I'm like, holy crap, man! And I have the new PlayStation 5 Pro now, and you know, there is definitely an upgrade. There's definitely an upgrade. You know, is it worth what the money is for this thing? Not yet, but
No.
there is an upgrade. It's definitely better. You know, and you know, Resident Evil 4, it may be my game of the year. If we're not going to count it as last year's game because it came out so late, it could be my game of the year this year. Resident Evil 4. I still
haven't played it.
With everything I've currently played, it's still up there with me.
It's not Batman, dude. It's not Batman.
It's better. I don't know.
I haven't played it, so I can't compare.
I'm not going to say that yet. I'm going to keep because I haven't finished Batman yet. I need to finish Batman, but I'm just telling you that, like, but I have a special spot in my heart for Resident Evil 4. But I played it.
That's true.
I beat it on every platform multiple times. I just love the game, but I keep going back to it, and I'm telling you now, this is the best version I've ever played, like by far. Like, this is the best experience I've ever had, and that trumps playing it for the first time ever when I played it on the GameCube way back when it came out on the GameCube. So for, you know, and if anybody doesn't know, Sony actually did not have the original Resident Evil 4. It came out first on the GameCube and then went to other platforms afterwards. I remember going and buying a GameCube because I just wanted to play Resident Evil 4. And that's where I beat it for the first time. So I'm just telling you now that, like, that's how good that game is. That's how much that game means to me. And this experience, the Resident Evil 4 remastered on PlayStation, is the best way I've ever played it. And it could be one of my all-time favorite VR games. Like,
maybe I'll get in it this weekend. I know I've said that like 10 times, but I really definitely got to try it.
And
I have it. I just have never played it.
And up there as well, one of the best experiences I've had, Resident Evil 8 Village.
I was just never a big Resident Evil guy when I was a kid.
Dude,
so.
It's so good. Like, I don't know. It's so good. That one, again, is great. You know, and again, you know, Call the Mountain's great. GT7, Synapse. You know, there's more.
Is awesome.
Switchback. Which one's awesome?
Star Wars.
Yeah, the remake of Star Wars in there was amazing. It was definitely better than the Quest version.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Archie Robbie says if he could get anything, he'd get a big screen beyond.
Oh, don't do that, Archie.
Don't do that, Archie.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't buy
the
it.
Most uncomfortable fucking thing ever. And it's even shaped for my face, and it's still uncomfortable as hell.
Yeah, Todd's got one. He paid full price for it, and he doesn't use it.
And I got right over there in that box.
Send yours to Archie.
That box right there that you can see behind me is the audio strap that showed up a year.
Oh yeah.
I bought my headset.
You get the audio strap free now if you buy it. How do you feel?
Yeah, it cost me $250.
Shapeshifter, the anomaly game cat says, as much as I love RE4, I think RE8 topped it. Close, very close for me. I had a
and RE8 on PlayStation VR2 as well.
Oh God, yes. You didn't play RE8 either.
No.
So you can't comment now.
I'm not an I'm not a Resident Evil fan.
I'm not taking anything you say from this point on until you go play all these games on PlayStation.
I'm just thinking for practicality and use case, the Quest wins hands down.
Old Darth says,
"There's times in my house where there's 4 Quests playing games in my house. Try that. You think I'm gonna go buy 4 fucking PlayStations?
I hear you. Old Darth says, does Eric have any headsets that he finds comfortable? I do. Like, and Sony is the only one that I have just a tiny bit of an issue. It's not like it's terrible. It's just that, again, I used it the other night in Trombone Champ for 4.5 hours. Played the game start to finish, and I took every record there was on the board, and it was like a ton of time I spent in it. So I'm not saying it's like it's a deal breaker for me. It's just a little bit more uncomfortable than say like a Quest is, for me, and it's got a smaller sweet spot. I just wish they had a better facial interface. Literally, they just have no cushion in the facial interface. If they just changed that, I'd be happy enough.
And I don't understand why no one's come out with a third-party.
It's hard to take it on and off, and it would be tough. I don't know how you'd replace it to make it better the way it goes in and out. Oh, so he said sorry. He meant Todd. Is any?
Do I find anything comfortable? Yeah, Quest Pro comfortable. Quest 3
Quest Pro is
comfortable.
very comfortable. Yeah.
Quest 3S comfortable. What else? Quest 2 is comfortable.
Yep. Wes had a good point earlier though.
Tons. I put hundreds of hours into my Index. Super comfortable.
Wes had a good point earlier though. He said that the Quest 3S and the Quest 3. Actually, let's say this: any Quest headset is not comfortable out of the box.
The 3, yeah, maybe out of the box. I was gonna say the 3S, but I did change the interface to the breathable one, and I left the jock strap on.
What? You left the drop strap?
I have, and it's still comfortable. I'm using it now as a travel headset.
I can see that.
And it's just so easy to fold it up. And it's been not bad.
You know what? I should start thinking of traveling with the Quest 3S more than I do with my Quest.
That's what I'm using it because it's so easy to pack up now. So
it is. You could just throw it, like, even if I wouldn't even care.
I don't even
give a shit.
No.
Yeah.
I just throw it in the bag.
Yeah. We'll wrap this up and say that I have not decided yet where I land on this. I still don't know where I would push people towards. I'll think on it a little bit more. Maybe by next week, I'll have a better answer for you guys.
Well, Michael says, Todd, don't overdo it. A PS5 for each kid is not the norm. And you know it. Just Quest for kids and quality for you. So now you want me to buy 5 headsets?
Yes, of course. That's what I want you to do. I want everybody to buy 5 headsets. Look at me. Look at this. Go buy as many.
Yeah, right. No, you're missing the point.
Yeah. No, I know. It's look. I just know that for me, the kind of gamer I am, I want the best experiences out of a game that I can get. And that, sometimes that trumps comfort, and that trumps, being wireless, and that trumps being,
the headset that I'm in the most is the Apple Vision Pro.
For gaming?
No.
That's different.
Well, it's because there's no games.
That's what I mean, but
you used to be in it a lot for flat gaming.
I still do. That's probably one of the. I am not in it. I was in it every day for a little while, and I have not been doing that as much anymore. Because I work out every morning now, and I go to the gym every morning, and I use that time that I used to take in the headset every morning to sit and drink my coffee outside, and be on my headset and start to go through my emails and go through and watch a couple of videos and catch up on whatever I needed to catch up on, and do some work in the morning in the headset before I had to sit down here at my computer. That time for me has now been spent at the gym trying to be healthy. So I'm not in it for that as much, but I still use it for gaming. I still use it for entertainment. If I'm going to watch a movie or I'm going to watch something, anything, I don't watch TV. Like, to me, watching anything on a flat screen TV is probably the most archaic thing I could ever do. Like, I would never buy another TV for my house ever. Like, there's just no reason. If I have that headset, I'll never buy.
Other than the other people that live in your house.
I don't really care about them.
That's true.
They can take care of themselves for their entertainment. Me,
I'm the same. Like, I haven't watched the television probably since I got it. But I'm in it every day for, it's kind of like my unwind. At the end of the day, after end of work, after supper, I'll sit on the couch and I'll watch a TV series or a movie, but every day. And of course I work in it when I'm not home and I'm on the road. I even bought a MacBook Pro. I bought a MacBook. What the hell? But that experience to be able to work in VR, like flipping open the lid and then it just happens. Your screen, the laptop turns off, the big screen turns on, and now you're just working on the 30-inch or 40-inch or 50-inch. It is just so efficient. It's ridiculous. Then Quest needs to make it that seamless.
I think they're getting there. They're getting way closer than I thought.
They're getting way closer, yeah.
Like when the Apple Vision Pro came out, I'm like, wow, Quest is in trouble with, if they're going to do anything workflow or non-gaming, they're in trouble. Apple has this here, and like I was like, I don't know if they're moving fast enough or getting close enough. And then literally in the last 6 to 8 months, they've done more to get closer to what the Apple Vision Pro is than I thought was even possible.
I think that everybody's like, oh, the Apple Vision Pro stupid headset, it's overpriced, it should never come to the market, blah blah blah. It served its purpose. It made Quest think, holy shit, we got to step things up, we got to change things. It made Visor do new things, come out with their headset and do new stuff. It did what it was supposed to do. I think it just pushed VR tech faster and further than it would have if it wasn't around.
Yeah, no, and you know, people are too funny. Like, oh, they're canceling the headset already. Like, you know, it was a failure. People. They
Stop reading
never
headlines. Read the whole article.
they never meant to make that many. Like, they weren't planning on making any more. Like, this was a test headset for them to get out there to see if some of the Apple fanboys wanted to buy something cool and get into it, and they want to get it out to developers. This is a dev kit basically for developers to start to learn how to play, how to develop for this thing. And this is their entry point to whatever the next one's going to be. That's all this ever was. So if you thought they were going to make this thing for 5 years, that wasn't going to happen. So everybody, so like I hear people now like, Apple's pulling the plug already. I knew it. This is a failure. It's not a failure.
Why don't they say that when they stop making the iPhone 15 and they come out with the right? It's the same thing. They're coming out with the next thing. Of course they're going to stop.
You don't think the smartest people in the world that work at Apple knew that they weren't going to sell fucking 5 million of these headsets at $4,000 almost?
They knew up here in Canada is $5,600 to buy one of those things. It's crazy.
They knew this. They weren't planning on selling that many. They were planning on doing exactly what they did, and they were planning on stopping production exactly when they were, and they'll start to pivot to whatever the next headset's going to be. This is not a failure for Apple. This is exactly what Apple thought they were going to do.
Yeah. This is a big win.
They're right on their plans of figuring out where they're going to be. And this next headset will be way closer to a consumer grade headset than the first one was.
And there's some cool shit on that headset that I hope comes to other platforms, even PlayStation, but the Quest line as well. Just like if you're a golf fan, the PGA is on right now, and you can watch the PGA in the headset, but you get a 3D render of the hole that the golfers are on. And when they hit the ball, you actually see a red line go where the trajectory of their ball. Like, it's ridiculous. The NASCAR thing is crazy cool, man. You can watch the cars go around on this 3D model and then look up at a TV to see all the TV shots and hear the commentary. It is just bonkers what they're doing with entertainment.
Yeah. No, it's a cool headset, but you know, again, it wasn't for 90% of the people out there. It was they knew that. They knew going in, like, you know, they figured all these things out. They knew what it was going to be. They were ready to make a few. If they sold some, great. You know, if the Apple fanboys or the power users bought some, great. You know, if it got into some developers' hands and we used them as dev kits so they could figure out how to do some things on them for the next ones, great.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Then they're done making it, and then they're on to whatever their next one's going to be.
Yeah, Apple Vision 2 or whatever the hell they're going to call it.
Old Dar says, Todd and Eric, are you aware of the VR mod for the original Halo? I am, and I did see a lot on this. Trust me, you know, we see everything that's coming out, especially being, you know, with Elliot. You know, Elliot is, you know, my business partner at Flat to VR. I hear everything long before it even is ready to come out. Like I know when these mods are being worked on. I know who's working on them. I know everything. So they are it is pretty damn amazing. I do want to get into it. It was just I wanted to make sure we covered these things tonight. To get in here, there was just too many topics to get into. It's probably something we'll get into more on next episode, because there's some other stuff out there mod wise that's going down right now. That there's some really cool shit going on, and one of them being Rocky Parda he's working on this Unity VR mod injector that it's still working already, and it's getting better and better. And when we're able to take every Unity game and inject VR into it, there's a lot
change the world.
The modding community, you know, there's a lot of people out there that ask us all the time, you know, is Flat to VR dead now because of Flat to VR Studios? You know what I mean? Is
the modding community dead? Not at all.
The modding community is as relevant now as it was before we decided to do what we're doing. And we are more supportive now than ever of the modding community part of Flat to VR. So for me, we're working hand in hand trying to make things better. We want to see as many of the mods come out as possible to make proof case that we can bring it to the masses. Like, you know, modding is always going to be modding, right? It's not going to be for a mass amount of people right now. So we are just trying to cover both sides of it. You know, cover the modders and support the modding part, that the people that are doing things out of a passion. And then we're going to
being able to take that to the Quest store proper for those of us that don't want to have to dick around with files and copying shit and changing things. And I just want to click a button and play the game. I think there's definitely a market for both of these worlds, and a huge market for both of them.
Hell yeah. Definitely there is. There's a lot that we can support out there. As a studio, as a modding community, we are super strong on both sides, and we'll continue to be there. We want to support them as much as possible, and I want to support all the developers out there too. And if they want to work and they want to do something, officially on a port, we'll put them to work over there and take those geniuses and put them to work for making great games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Let's see. What's everybody saying here? Archie Robbie says VR is truly where homebrew is right now. Exciting stuff. There's definitely lots of exciting stuff going on right now. Techno Glitch says I've injected so many almost working Unity games. Yeah, I mean it's close. We're very close. It's gonna be close. And UEVR gets better all the time too. Tatum says look at Doom 3 from Team Beef. 100%. Or look at the Team Beef doing the Tomb Raider mod. I mean,
that one was great.
Awesome. I'm telling you guys right now too. Team Beef working on Wrath. People are sleeping on Wrath. On a Ruin. I know I didn't talk about it tonight. I talked about RoboQuest. Boomer shooters are probably one of my second favorite games. Like I think everybody knows roguelites are probably my favorite game.
Yeah.
Right behind that, almost equally, is probably Boomer shooters. I'm a huge fan. I love Boomer shooters, Twitch shooters, anything like that. I'm a huge fan of, man. And I was a huge fan of Doom 3 in VR. I was a huge fan of their Castle Wolfenstein mod in VR. All amazing experiences. And I'm telling you, I've been playing Wrath. They're working their asses off on it. Team Beef is brilliant. So happy to work with those guys now. And don't sleep on Wrath. We'll have more news coming soon on Wrath and of Ruin. That was a 3D Realms game. If you want to check it out now, go to Steam, check it out. 3D Realms. It's a freaking beautiful game. Classic, boomer shooter style. There's so many cool things in there. And man, I'm telling you right now, by the time that game is ready to come out, when it does come out next year, it is going to blow people away. It's not going to be your normal boomer shooter that you see. This is Team Beef is going to come out and hit a home run. And with Flat VR Studios. Yep. Oh, Tatum says, I'm buying Wrath day one. Played that flat. I think it's going to be a great in VR. It is already great in VR. Like it's already phenomenal. And we're still early. Cool. Todd, it's been a long night. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit.
Yeah, I hear you. I haven't eaten supper yet.
Oh my God, I ate so much food today, and I don't even really eat anymore. But like for me, this was a lot of food. And Thanksgiving is always a good day to indulge yourself a little bit. And moderation, everybody, moderation. I didn't moderate the last Monday. I had too many gin and tonics with Miles. I was feeling it the next day.
Right during the show.
You're gonna have a show where we drink some scotch or something.
Yeah, we'll do a Christmas show or New Year's or something.
Yeah, let's do it. Or I'm not a big scotch drinker, but like
I'll get you some good bourbon. I'll send you a bottle of something.
Ooh, you sent me something for my birthday last year. What did you say? I haven't opened that yet either. Maybe I'll crack that for that show. What was it? You sent me something
good.
Really
I don't know.
You don't even know what you sent me.
El Dorado, probably.
El Dorado, that was it.
That is really good.
All right, we'll crack some.
That's rum, but it's good.
Oh, is it rum?
It's rum. Yeah.
Oh shit! I gotta mix that with something then. I can't.
Oh no.
It's a straight rum.
Yeah, it's a sipping rum.
They make that? They make a sipping rum? I didn't.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
You're gonna be drunk.
It's good.
Damn, man. I don't know. Member says everybody hit that like button. I'll say the same thing. I don't usually ask for a lot of things at the end of the show. I'm going to ask today. Guys, go check out our Gleam. Go check out Glytch. Any little bit helps. We really appreciate it. Click the like button. Like Mepper says, the thumbs up button. Super helpful. If you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, what the fuck are you doing? Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah, we really appreciate it. Anybody who can help us out, we're trying to we want to hit some milestones here. We're sitting at, I think, 8,550.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
I'm super proud of that, by the way. I'm not downing in those numbers at all. I love it, man. I think those numbers are super good. For our little channel, I'm super happy with those numbers and all the support that we get from you guys. But if you can share it out to somebody else who hasn't subscribed, we appreciate it. Get in for this giveaway. This is a kick-ass giveaway. And while you're doing it, if you want to support us, we really appreciate it. Follow us wherever you can follow us. Send out where you can send out to share it out to other people that might jive with us, that you think, hey, just check these guys out. They're a little bit funny, a little bit quirky, but they'll give you some good information. And we'll have some My Mom jokes in there somewhere too.
for
And
sure.
you know what, Todd, I
my
haven't ranted
favorite
for a
things.
long time. Like, I don't know. I'm a much nicer, calmer person.
I know. I don't like it. Go back to being fat Eric, who was angry at the world.
Well, you know, I wasn't angry at the world. That's terrible. I wasn't happy most of the time.
Yeah, that might have been an exaggeration. I'm sorry.
I would say, you know what was great about this though. Like, there was a lot of people out there who were like, "Oh man, this is you. Like, you plan these things out. Like, you set these things up. These are pre. You know you're gonna do these rants, and like, I don't. Like, now you've seen, I haven't had one in a long time. If I don't feel passionate about talking about something or getting it or upset about something, I just don't. Like, like for me, like, and then Todd knows, like, those things. I mean, we would plan the topic, but me losing my shit over it would always be something that would just happen.
Yep. What the Golf is a great example. Go back and watch that episode if you haven't.
I don't know, What the Bat.
What the
Golf. You liked What the Golf.
On the Apple Vision Pro, I played it and I actually enjoyed it. Yeah, so I don't know. But What the Bat was stupid. I played that on 2 platforms and it was dumb on both of them.
That was the you know what it was
Game of the Year 2023, 2022 or whatever it was. Jesus.
Yeah, no, it was super. Oh God, super bad. Virtual Strangers. Wes says probably going to do something on the Virtual Strangers channel tomorrow. So watch your notifications. Wes, I'd be down for some multiplayer. I think I'm available tomorrow. Like, I don't think I have anything
Black
going
Friday,
on.
right? You guys have a day off down there.
I don't think I have anything going on. Like, I think we could, if you want to do multiplayer or something. I don't know if you had plans of streaming something like single player, but multiplayer could be cool. There's a lot of shit that I want to do, man. Like, there's Into Black is a great game. I haven't actually played multiplayer yet in that.
Super good game.
I played it campaign wise, and I think it's been amazing. I'd love to get in there and do some of that. I would like to do some more horde mode, or campaign mode in Arizona Sunshine, the remaster.
The remaster, yeah.
I think there's a couple. Like, I haven't been doing a lot of stuff in a while. What's this? Perfect. Check your Discord. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm done. Todd, I think we hit right at the right time. We just peaked at like 102 people watching across all platforms right now.
Awesome. 103 with Kick. I'm not forgetting you, Archie.
Nice. Thanks for hanging out and Kick. We appreciate it. But yeah, guys, click all the things, do all the stuff. We appreciate you. And don't know if we'll see you next week. I am going to be in the Netherlands next week. We'll try. We'll see what can happen. I don't know. We'll have to see.
We might have maybe we'll do like a pre-recorded thing where I can come in maybe, or
that would be cool.
Something. That might be
kind of cool. We'll think of something. Yeah. XR Awards are next week, everybody. XR Awards, which is basically the red carpet event for the VR industry, the XR industry, are happening next week.
Maybe and I will stream that.
That would be a great idea. You definitely should stream that live. Impact Reality Flat to VR Studios is up for Innovative VR Company of the Year.
Yep, and I think you're gonna win.
Oh man, I hope so. My fingers are crossed. Traveling all the way to the Netherlands. I'm hoping I can be up on the stage. And
we were up for an award last year as well, but we all went and didn't win.
No, we didn't.
But it was still worth it. The trip was great.
It was. Yeah, this is our second year in a row.
I'm not coming with you this time.
Yeah, I wish you were. It is awesome to be a finalist. Like, so it's not just that we were nominated. We were nominated. We made it on a large list of people, but we made it to the finals, which is great. And there are really, really good companies that also made it to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to find ourselves out there next week, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed. And that would be great if you streamed it live and you'd be watching us, and we actually end up winning.
I'll have to see, because it's going to be like probably 2:00 in the morning or something. But we'll look into it. It might be worth it. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, no, you should definitely do it. No, it'd be earlier for you, not later.
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah,
they're like 6-7 hours ahead of you. So
yeah, it might be like in the
middle of the day for you. Yeah. Break out the tuxedo, Eric. I actually tried my tuxedo on tonight just to check.
There's no way it fits.
It's a little large, but it fit a little tight last year, if you remember. Like, I remember getting into it last year. I'm like, ooh, this is.
You were fat last year. We've gone over this already.
Damn you, Todd. Yeah. So I had to try it on tonight. I rented a tux this year because I didn't think it was going to fit. So, yeah, it's a cool event, black tie event, and me and my wife get to go, and Skiva will be there, and Jasmine will be there too. So, hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed, and we'll see what happens. But very happy to be nominated. Todd, I've been trying to close the show for the last 20 minutes. I just can't get out of here.
I'm just going to hit the button here in a second.
Guys, take it easy. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll see you later. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you.
Bye, guys.